conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in, the world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us.
Got it off the block, giving it back. Big conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in, the world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Damn. Got it off the block, forming a dynasty from a rock. Laid back in the cut, press play, can't get enough. Yo, let's chop it up in every location. A bit of conversation, opportunity keep knocking like child support payments. Started from the bottom like basements, now we famous. Podcast officials, the topic will probably hit you from a distance like a pistol. Subscribe so you can listen to survival of the fittest. We talking it how we living it. Rolling like a dealership, managing several businesses. T-shirts, podcasts, no, you don't need a membership. Just follow us on YouTube, Knowledge Supreme Infinite. Chicago got a dipping excited, let's talk about it. Going live, check your notifications so you can holler. Or leave it in the comments, debate it, just being honest. Chicago topics, worldwide views, we supersonic. Big gang of Congress, circle back round like every week. Tell a friend off the block, it's where we meet. Bitter conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in, the world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back to hood lovers. Bitter conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in, the world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back. Come on. The hood lovers, off the block, giving it back. The hood lovers, broadcasting live. Off the block, giving it back. Big conversation off the block, giving it back. Big conversation off the block, giving it back. Big conversation off the block, giving it back.
Yo. Welcome to another episode of Bit of Conversation, man. We in the building, man. What's going on, everybody? Hit that like button as you come in. Hit that like button as you come in. Man, what's going on, man? It's hot. Man, listen, let's start the show. Y'all know how I like to start off every show. Let's keep everybody in our thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations. Once again, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. And lastly, family, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. And secondly, don't forget to master those 5 key components of life. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. And one last time, family, that's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. Man, big shout out to my co-host who ain't ever in the building. Big shout out to L Boogie, Roscoe P. And my co-host is with the mostest, my little one, AJ. Love you, son. What's going on with the beautiful people, superheroes, and Buildonians out there tonight, man? It's Monday. You hear me? We in the building. Man, what we gonna get into tonight? Yeah, everybody talking about this LeBron, man. Freak LeBron. I think the Sixers got a good chance, though. You feel me? They got a good chance, but I don't think they're gonna pull it off. You know what I'm saying? Hey, big shout out to all my baseball fans, man. I ain't gonna even say a whole game. And then what's crazy is I don't even know who I was watching. I fell asleep on it. I don't even remember who I was watching, man. I tried to watch my first baseball game. Yeah. Been slacking, y'all. Slacking. I used to be into baseball a lot. I ain't been into baseball in about a couple of years now, man. But anyway, man. Moving right along, y'all, man. What's going on here, man? Hope everybody is in good health, man. Welcome to the show. It's Mnaly Manday. Fellas, hope all y'all doing good. Hope all y'all doing great. You know what I'm saying? Ladies the same. Listen, I want to touch on this Nolan Well case, man. Saturday, like early morning, later morning, you know, we watched that second interview with the friend. Things like that. We also listened to an audio. It wasn't fully developed, but I was looking at some Nancy Grace. I really don't like Nancy Grace per se. You feel me? But she was talking about it, and I be hearing people like, My brother was like, "Oh man, wait till Nancy Grace and her, the other few other people, wait till Nancy Grace get on it." And ooh. Let's see what she got to say. See what she got to say. Watch this real quick. And then I want to get into that interview. The first interview. We seen that second one, but I want to get into this first interview. Just what you say, Doris? He says, "Would you let Nancy Grace give you just to get?" What the fuck is wrong with you, man? What's wrong, Doris? What's wrong, man? Why you on that, man? Oh shit, Doris. I don't know, Dory. We might need to go. Yeah. You know what we gonna do? We gonna go find Go Mike for you. Yeah. We gonna go get Go Mike. I think we need him back. But let's check out some of the shit she did. And I want to get to that interview with the one fella.
Membership. All right, of course. How far is it coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Angles? Hello?
Hey.
Is it? Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just thinking. I don't know. Like we're going down there.
What did we just hear? What was that? One more time, please.
Tito assistant, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our village pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Angles? Hello?
Hey.
There you go. There you go.
It's coming up. We're just thinking. I don't know. Like we're going down there.
Straight out to investigative reporter crime stories, Dave Mack. Did you just hear what I heard? Now, this has been transcribed, and this is the C-to.
Okay, so pause. Okay, here we go. So we got little bro in the building. Little bro say that's not the real call, bro. So do you have a link for the real call so that we can hear the real call?
Dispatch call. Because Dave, when I first heard this, I thought, has this been doctored? Is this real? Where's this coming?
Because honestly, I'm gonna keep it 100. Honestly, I'm not gonna even sit here and bullshit. Like, only thing I could really make out is the "oh my god" type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you hear me. I'm just playing what they putting out here. And they say so. Supposedly TMZ released this, so that TMZ ain't the end all be all. But you know that's where a lot of people get their thing, and they say TMZ and a few other replicable sources identified this as official audio. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Again, because I didn't make the call. I wasn't operate on the call. And again, this shit is real easy to clear up. All you gotta do is just get the operator and ask the operator, was this her? Was this a real call? It's easy to trace the CTO if they made the call to clear all this.
Coming from, Dave?
Nancy, this is coming from the Mississippi, from the actual official. Okay, when we get into the Mississippi Fish and Wildlife and at the reserve putting this out for the public, this is not like from Dave Mack's recording. This is an official recording, Nancy, that is being issued, and it's shocking when you listen to this call for a tow, for the CTO. Going further into it, Nancy, you're picking apart all of the different voices that can be heard on this one phone call, trying to determine what is really taking place on this boat that is allegedly sitting in 31 feet of water, a depth of 31 feet. And a bilge pump not working, claiming they're sinking, and calling for help. And yet, in the background, are we really hearing all of this other activity?
Guys, this was released from the MDMR, the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources. Alexis Reschuk joining us out of LA, just joining us now, Crime Stories investigative reporter as well. Alexis, the transcription. I want you to listen to it, Alexis, as we play it again. This is obtained from the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources. It's not something we just found on TikTok. Listen.
Hurricane, what up, my boy? Hurricane, what's going on? Now you hear what you just said, Two Hills. You feel me? You hear what she just said?
Detail assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Angles? Hello?
Hey.
Yes, how far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. Like we're going down now.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store.
Go ahead, man. Now let me hear what you got to say.
Okay, Alexa, trash check.
Let me hear what you got to say.
I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna answer your question directly. No, I don't have the link to the real call. Secondly, two things cannot stand next to each other conjunctionally. See, and this is the part why people should wait until you get the undisputable facts before you throw your opinion out there. I mean, you have a show like this, so I understand why you do what you do. But I'm just saying, in general, people have to relax and wait for the facts. Because think about what you're saying. People are saying that they're trying to. I'm not talking about you. I'm not saying this is what Bearded said. That's why I said you have a show so I understand why you conduct the show the way you do, but I'm talking about the general population. You cannot on one hand say that, oh, they're trying to cover it up. Who the fuck gets on the phone on a recorded line and asking, is he dead? Which literally puts you next to the body, right?
What you mean, is he dead? Didn't know, huh? What
Didn't they, on that call, ain't they saying, ain't somebody in the background saying he looks like he's dead or something to that effect?
That's what they trying to make it out to say in the background.
Right.
But again, putting yourself in that situation, but put yourself in a situation with a bunch of kids and you're on the phone, they don't know what the fuck's going on. So yeah, I can see some shit like that happening. But carry on.
But that will be weird if you're trying to cover up a crime, correct?
I mean, but these are children. The criminals try to cover up crimes and do shit like this all the time and fuck up.
It don't make it any less stupid. It don't matter who it is. It don't make it any less stupid.
All right.
And then you got to go watch his interview with Officer Tatum. He's literally talking about it.
I'm playing that next, which I thought was a bunch of bullshit as well. But carry on.
But why would you paint yourself in that picture if you're okay?
Paint yourself in what? He gave the interview. When he gave the interview,
why would if you're trying to cover this up, why would you do interviews? Any lawyer would tell you don't talk, don't say anything, don't do no interviews, don't say nothing, let it play out in court. But he's openly, willingly talking about it.
But they're not even in the situation where they were going to court yet. They're not even looked at as suspects in this shit. So why not give an interview?
They're jumping in front of the gun before they get labeled suspects. But the court of public opinion has already labeled them suspects. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the court of public opinion.
But you like to always say the law. So the law has to label them.
Right. But the people who's trying to litigate this case is the court of public opinion. And that's why I'm saying let all of the facts play out.
But you're always going to have public opinion in anything, though.
Right. And I'm glad you don't get litigated in a court of public opinion. Because you're going to rush the judgment. Just like they say, oh, well, he was alone with white boys. That's factually incorrect. He was not alone with white boys. There was a bunch of people there. There was over hundreds of people there. Cops interviewed over 60 people. That says it was a multitude of people, black, white, and everything in between.
Yeah, man. I think they got you on the payroll too, but keep going.
No, they don't. It's just I don't go where people tell me to go. I don't say what people tell me to say. I am an independent thinker, and I'm very aware in our ethnicity, being the independent thinker labels you a certain way, and I don't care.
Yeah. So when you say this, will you say the majority of those people there were majority right? How many black people do you think was on that island with them? Just around about, just a guesstimation in your opinion.
I'll probably say less than white people, knowing that Mississippi is overpopulated with white folks versus black folks. So if I had to play the numbers, I would definitely say more white people than black people, but that doesn't mean black people wasn't there.
So when they say he was left with these white boys, that's not a true statement. When he went out with them, So it wasn't like he was on the island with the rest of the people. He went there with those boys. So yes, he was left with those white boys. But I'm
It
not
wasn't
saying that.
just those three. It wasn't just those three on the
On
boat.
the
And I
island,
can't
it wasn't.
argue. But that's the
It
thing,
wasn't.
though. You can't, in good faith, argue with the people that was there because we wasn't there.
Yeah,
We're
I agree.
trying this. We're trying to litigate this case from Houston, from Chicago, from New York, from Alaska, et cetera, et cetera. Except letting the people that was there tell the story.
Right. So
That's
have you seen the interviews? Any of the interviews in full
in
or
full,
partly?
not all the way, but most of it, yes.
Partly. So what do you think of those interviews? So you think those interviews were like what do you think about what he was saying and how he was delivering the story?
I
You
don't
think?
think a person that's actively trying to cover up a murder will be doing interviews like this.
Hmm.
But you wouldn't open yourself up for cross examination by the DA because they could use these interviews against you. You know what they say? Anything you do or say will be used against you in the court of law. And social media,
Yeah.
don't they try rappers on their lyrics? Ain't rappers
Uh,
getting Ricos off their lyrics?
that's not been a thing that's been going on forever. Yeah, this is something that
But
they're
it's
trying to
just
do.
but it's now a thing. It's a phenomenon right now.
David.
Lil baby just had to redo his whole image. He don't even say 4PF no more because he gonna get a fucking Rico.
I thought he retired. So
I
You
mean, he
listen
might
to
as well.
Little
His music
Baby.
garbage. His music
yeah.
garbage, so he might as
I
well.
couldn't be caught dead listening to that shit as an adult. I mean, if you're like 15
Yeah,
years old,
doors, be easy doors. If you can't stick to topic doors, I'm gonna drop you, bro. I ain't with the bullshit, bro. You coming up here with the
I
bullshit.
repeated what he said, motherfucker.
Yeah, but you're not, nigga. You was in the comments talking stupid shit. I ain't with the stupid shit right now, bro. We conversating, so stick to the conversation. The point of contention wasn't Lil Baby. It was about him changing his image for something. Don't do that. Let's stick to this, and then we can get on. After we do this, then we can do the bullshit. But we doing this right
Because
now.
you're convinced that those people did something to him because he's black, so let's just go with that narrative.
And again,
That's the narrative. That's the narrative you want to live your life through because you're just obsessed with that.
And again, I didn't say they did or they didn't do anything. I'm just reporting what's being reported by other people, and I leave it out to, like he said, the public opinion. I'm not an investigator. I'm not the prosecutor, or I'm not the defense. So I can't say what they did or they didn't do. I'm just presenting information. So again,
well, let me ask you this: what makes the case so interesting to you that it's something that you'd like to talk about? Like, what is intriguing about it?
All cases like this are interesting to me when it involves a melanated individual or a person.
Why is that your friend? Is that your brother? Is he going to be there for you when you need a operation? Is he your buddy because you're black? Your friends?
Well,
your buddies?
No. Well, why he got to be my buddy? Because he's so-called black, as you say.
Well, you said he's melanated, so you have solidarity, and you're like, that's just so weird. That type of tribalism doesn't do you any favors.
But you went into him being my friend. And
if melanated people are buddies with melanated people, then explain the violent rates against melanated and melanated. Why aren't you talking about black on black violence?
I'm not from Africa, so I'm not part of the tribe. So why are you talking about tribalism?
The tribalism, the black tribalism in the United States is probably the root of your problem. The tribalism, the toxic culture.
So-called white tribalism.
We don't have white tribalism. We don't have that. No, we don't.
Right. And savages, right? I understand that. Now back to
we give and we share and we do things almost to a fault for other people, and we have a level of inclusivity almost to a fault.
To be fair, Doris, we was on here talking about the Kendra Scott situation in Memphis, and that was a black on black situation.
Right. So this guy here, yeah, you know, white folks like to do this shit. You feel me? And
I'm not. You're projecting my race. I'm half Middle Eastern. You're the one talking about my race. I haven't cammed up. We haven't seen my race. It's just the preoccupation and obsession with race is so exhausting. And body cams have overwhelmingly destroyed the BLM, they treat us bad movement.
I don't believe it.
It's quite the opposite. It's quite the opposite. It shows time and again black people, particularly men and women, acting up and acting totally outrageous time and again, and not wanting to be held accountable for their behavior. That's what it shows.
Oh, so Nike fam, do you hear this?
I'm listening, but
you need to be accountable. You need to be accountable for your behavior. If you
This the
act up and
thing.
act inappropriate, you need to be held accountable.
Come on,
This
man.
the
You
You a
need
thing
to be
white
though,
held
boy,
B.
bro.
accountable.
You a white boy. Of
This
course
the
you gonna say that, man.
this the thing though,
No, I
B.
want any
At
race
the
to be held
risk.
accountable.
This the
I don't
thing
see
though,
everything
B.
in race.
Goddamn. This the thing though, B. I hear what he's saying. But this is gonna be the alarming part. And again, I told you, I am aware of how this paints me, and I don't care. I am an independent thinker. I think about what's right, what's wrong. I don't give a shit about if you black, Asian, white, Hispanic. What's right does not have a color on it. I don't justify white people's behavior. I don't justify black people's behavior.
And this some
Crime is crime.
bullshit,
To
man.
kill is a kill. And I'm about as good as they come. So you can call my black card in all you want to. So it is what it is. But I don't disagree with some of the things he's saying though. Like we're gonna get off topic though. That's the conversation we can bring up a whole different day. I should have been on that live though that day. That conversation fits that live. But to bring it back to Nolan, the thing that we did, and I'm talking about us as a whole, we immediately jumped and labeled those white boys murderers. And you don't have nothing to back that up. You don't have nothing to sustain that.
That's why, and
And
sir, that's why I use the term tribalism. To
and
me, that's a
and all
tribal
I'm
thing
saying is, and all I'm
Nah,
mentality.
saying
shit to do with
is,
tribal. That
and
ain't got
all I'm
nothing to do
saying
with
is,
tribalism. Get your retarded
That's what
ass up, bro.
tribalism is. No, you
That
don't
has
know
hold
what the
nothing to
word
do.
on.
tribalism is, then, sir.
Not what the
And
fuck
all I'm
tribalism
saying
is.
is, if you open the door, one way, you're gonna open the door the other way, which means if a white boy is in the hood with us and he ends up dead, we're murderers without no proof, without no sustainability. And then what's gonna happen? Black web will go crazy. They will be sitting here saying how racist it is and how they label us murderers. When they see us, they think we're violent. Well, you just did it to them.
I
Let
don't
it
see
play out.
those people that may or may not have been involved in his disappearance. First of all, A, I don't see them as my brothers. B, I don't care more about them than I would Nolan or anyone else. C, I don't see them as my friends or whatever. I'm just interested in an impartial narrative of what happened and like a real. I you know way more about this than I do, Bearded and this other gentleman, I think. But I would just like to get to the truth of what really happened to this
It's
individual.
it's
Same
just a
thing with
bunch of
that guy.
things.
Same thing with that gentleman in Texas with the stabbing. I'd like to get to like I don't know why they didn't release the body cam footage because it only
They
allows
did
people to
of them
question.
getting arrested. The body cam is definitely out there. It's
No, the
de- you,
body
it,
cam footage of the boy with the stabbing. I thought they
yeah.
had footage of the whole
You talking
thing,
about Carmelo Anthony. You talking about Carmelo
but
Anthony, I believe.
I thought they had footage of the whole incident.
It's not in 4K, so you're not gonna be able to distinctively be like, okay, damn, this is where that happened, that type of shit.
Yeah.
Now, the thing that the where I'm at with it is this right here. There's a lot of things that got thrown out there at first that looked like those boys did it, but all them narratives got shattered. The mama said, first of all, do everybody know who Ben Crump is and what he's
Yeah.
The
all about?
attorney, the
Yeah. We
double
know.
The civil rights
ACP
attorney.
attorney, double A.
Let me
What is
ask
he?
y'all a
Double
question.
ACU? What type of one?
He's a civil rights attorney. He's not a criminal
Thank you.
defense attorney. He's a civil rights attorney.
Interesting.
What victim gets murdered and immediately hires a civil rights attorney?
They didn't
Someone looking
immediately
for a
hire.
lawsuit.
They didn't immediately hire
Now,
him. We on the case, bro. Don't do that.
okay, fine. They didn't immediately hire him, but he got hired. Okay, fine.
Yeah, don't
So,
do
do
that.
anybody remember Tamir Rice? Do anybody remember Tamir Rice?
Yes, I do.
Do you know what his
Mm-mm.
mother said? Or is it that she was? It was her, I believe. Do
Who
you
is
know
Tamir
what
Rice?
Tamir Rice
Yeah.
was a? I'll let Beard answer that question.
No, I'm not going to answer the question. Look it up and do some research. That's why I say, man, like
Tamir Rice was a victim of
you
some
speak to
police brutality shit. But look at what his or her, I forgot if it's a woman or not, but look at what the mom said about Ben Crump. She fired this dude. He's an ambulance chaser. He's only around if you want to pay him. And then when she got paid out, Ben Crump was not the attorney that got it done for her. It was somebody else. Now, I say that to say this. they're going on TV and they're spewing this race shit because it's the easiest thing to eat up. It's the
I
easiest thing.
ain't heard about no race, so that's what I'm saying. I ain't heard nobody make this no race.
You must be living under a rock, then, brother. Like
I ain't
you
heard
can't
nobody
be
make
following this case.
I haven't heard this. I don't see this as a race case. This
I don't either. Thank you. I don't either. And there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of points that they tried to make that got shattered. They said that them boys did not reach out to the mother. That's a lie.
So they reached out to the mother later that night. So this is what I'm saying.
No. It was immediately, and he proved it. He proved it. The white boy proved it. He tried to say it. He showed the messages. He showed it. He showed it. But it's not going to get spent because it doesn't.
Where did he show these?
They killed that motherfucking boy. My bad.
Where did he show these messages? Where and when did he show these?
Go look up his interview. I'm telling you, his interview with Officer Tatum, they're literally talking about it. It's a full 30-minute interview.
Show them. So I want to see him showing someone these messages.
I'm telling you, where is it? Are you not hearing me? I'm not talking loud enough. During his interview with Officer Tatum, he's showing these things. The mother said she didn't know those boys. That's not true. That's not true either. Yeah. See? That's exactly why.
I wasn't trying to.
It's exactly why I say we need to wait.
Just because I see you and I done met you once or twice, that don't mean I know you.
That's true.
How many boys were with him on that island?
Three. Well, and how many he came with, or how many he was with? How many he met there?
I guess. What is your username you go by on here?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Just call me Nike Fam A1. Or A1 for short.
A1, that's a mouthful. Okay, yeah. Because sometimes you can address someone with their avatar. You can see it at the bottom, and sometimes you can't. But so A1, I go by doors on here, but if I can ask, so when this boy came, we'll refer to them all as boys. They're high school kids, right? Boys, even though they're 18.
Something like that.
So do you guys know right off the top of your head what time they arrived at the island? Like, was it a Friday at 3 p.m. and they left Sunday at 2? Like, how many people were there total? They if they're doing their due diligence, these officers should track everything that happened. XYZ, especially with cell phones and tracking devices and all this shit. They shouldn't be able to know a narrative of exactly where they were when.
Now,
who they interacted with, and it would show who they interacted with, right?
But the thing is, they're not going to release that to the public so soon because they don't have no suspects yet. And if they release it, then you just told the suspects what we got and what we don't got. And now you just showed your hand as the police.
But do they even have you said they have no suspects. But do they even have the suspicions of foul play?
The medical examiner said that they cannot definitively say that foul play happened, but they can't rule it out either. So the direct answer to that is no.
But it was the second medical examiner where the body was quite decomposed at that point who said that, right?
That's what they said. But a body does not decompose that fast. And first of all, autopsy take weeks to perform. And for people to want it to be done within a matter of days and a week, who could get that off and give a thorough analysis within a week? Within 2 weeks. This just happened on July 4th. We ain't even at the end of the month. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. It's been 3 weeks, I mean. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not talking about actually I am. I'm comparing the court of public opinion, which holds absolutely zero value, versus the legal system. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So it says physical autopsy is 2 to 4 hours. And then it said, but the complete process with the laboratory testing takes 6 to 12. So autopsy only takes
12 weeks, right?
No. But that's for results and bloods and toxicologies and shit to come back. The actual exam or the actual autopsy itself, the actual cutting open and pulling things out and professional opinion from observation only takes 2 to 4 hours.
What autopsy y'all know got done in 2 to 4 hours? Famous
Brother.
people, with respect, famous people has died.
Yeah, I mean,
You have not had no autopsy report in 2 to 4 hours.
That's what I'm saying. But if we just talking about some regular motherfuckers, they not getting around to it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a high profile case, so it's getting treated. It's getting treated like celebrities.
Yeah. So again,
and all I'm saying is, I just don't want our people to look stupid in the end. I'm gonna compare this, but it's two different things, but the same principles apply. When Deshaun Watson started getting accused of what he got accused of, the reason why I didn't jump behind him was like, let's wait, bro. Let's wait and hear the facts. 5 accusations, okay, that's a money grab. 6 accusations, okay. 10 accusations, 20 accusations, brother, you got a problem. You got a problem.
I mean, that meant they could have been lying. They still could have been lying.
20 people ain't gonna come and tell the same lie because you got a problem. Big dog.
They've been doing it all throughout history, so you can't say that to me. And I refuse to believe it.
Man, say you got a problem, big dog. But seriously though, like, but the point is, like, whenever we just look, we are so conditioned into telling things from a victim standpoint. We tend to take accountability off the table on certain things. Now, I'm not saying Nolan asked for anything. I'm not saying that. I need to make sure I say that because my words can get misconstrued into saying that I'm saying that Nolan asked for. No, I'm not saying that. But we rush things instead of just letting it play out, bro. And if this is such a wide conspiracy, they're doing such a terrible job of conspiring.
Okay. So let me ask you a question.
I mean, it makes sense to be sensitive. I get it.
So let me ask you a question. So he just came up dead on the island with 1,000 motherfuckers that don't nobody know what happened. And y'all don't think it's no type of foul play, no type of nothing involved in this?
That's the thing, though, bro. Just because people
drink
are not talking,
and when people are getting drunk and fucking up. Oh,
I didn't say it was accidental. This shit, it could have been accidental or it could have been whatever. But what I'm saying is, no one know nothing, no one sees nothing, no one says nothing, and everyone that's involved in this shit said, "Oh, they spoke to him." Oh, last time. So he said he seen him with the girl at 3. She said,
if they push people hard enough, they can expose inconsistencies.
My point exactly. So and then
but you will be revealing your hand, and that is terrible police work.
And then this call that you said that it's fake or that's not the real call. It's crazy because this call is around the world and it's not the real call, right? And that could be easily debunked too. All we gotta do is get this operator. So I'm kind of believe that this is the real call. So the call was made at 4. The call was made at 4. They didn't leave the island till 4:30.
So
when
why?
they made this call, supposedly the coordinates of that call are the same coordinates of where they found his body.
So didn't somebody in the background is referencing it could possibly be an injured person or an unalive person?
Man, in the background they saying he dead, Nolan dead. Then they say,
right. That's exactly what I'm saying. And you're making the call, and you're making the call, so that puts you right next to the dead body, correct?
He was muting the call, and the call was going in and out. You feel what I'm saying? Again, as a person making this call, and you trying to say he wasn't thinking about them in the back, and then you can faintly hear it anyway. So I'm not saying,
you can hear it good, but you heard it enough to where you even made it out.
No. I said I made out the oh my God, and if I'm listening hard enough, I could be subjected to believe that's what it says. Again, you know what I'm saying? I have to listen to it 100 more times for me to even give a 90% definitive answer on if I believe that's what it says. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just saying I for a fact heard oh my God, and I heard for a fact heard his name being called. You know what I'm saying? Making out anything about him being dead and his chest and all that shit, I couldn't quite make out everything, you know what I'm saying, that it said. But again, my question still remains, bro. If he was with them and he's dead, no one knows nothing?
Just because they're not telling the public who knows what, that does not automatically means no one knows nothing. The court of public opinion want this case to be sped up real fast.
So
And
you
when you
saying
go fast, you make mistakes.
so you believe they got evidence, or they looking for their evidence, and you believe that they probably got a potential suspect in mind, and they just not saying nothing. Is that what you're saying?
That's fair to say that. I don't believe in just rushing. Like, okay, I am an advocate for men, first of all. I don't care if you white, black, Hispanic, whatever. Now,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of things you put on a man that you can't take back. Being gay, being a sex offender, being a murderer, being a murderer. And
Sex
if
offenders
the,
are labeled for life.
and all I'm saying is if we open the door for that, you're opening the door for it to swing back the other way. But when it swings back the other way, it's gonna be the same people sitting here saying that's racist, that's unfair. Look how they label us. They rush to judgment without any proof. You don't have, like, for the people that saying they killed him, what fucking proof do you have? For all you know, he could have drowned. You can't say that definitively. You can't say not one thing that definitively makes them the killer.
What about this phone
Right.
call? So what about this phone call? Since you're saying it's not the real call, this phone call proves that. Well, it don't prove
It
that,
proves
but the
no, no,
phone.
no.
Go ahead. Go
If I
ahead.
just see somebody get killed and I call 911 and stay outside them, did that make me the murderer? Because I made the phone call?
So again, no, you're right. But they were on the boat when they made this phone call. Supposedly they was on the boat in the water in 17, my bad, 31 feet of water. So someone on that boat did something if it happened on that boat.
You got to bring those three guys back into the station and keep them there for 10, 12 hours and interview them apart and stuff and expose inconsistencies in stories. Ask very
And you don't
specific
think they
questions.
did that already?
So what I want you to do, Doris, is go find the audio footage on your own, not from what I'm playing, and you listen and you tell me what you think you heard, and with these same
Sure.
boys that's supposed to be his homies on this boat, and go find out if people say this is an official audio or whatever the case may be. Then come back and make a decision on that audio and
First
him
of
being
all,
murdered. No.
why is
I'm
CNN so invested? Why is Nancy Grace so
Come on, man.
invested?
We know why they. Come on, man. We know why they. Come on, man.
Never
Stop it.
liked Nancy Grace. Race
These some
beta.
white boys. These some white boys that's supposed to kill the black guy. Come on, man. You know why this shit is going like that.
Race beta. Don't not like Nancy Grace. Never did.
You keep saying race bait. Every fucking thing in this world has something to do with race, bro. Stop it.
Nope.
Let's
I honestly believe the position I am in life, the position I'm in life. Now, this is my belief. You don't have to believe it. And hey, you're free to think what you want. I
yeah.
wholeheartedly believe that where I'm at in life is due to the decisions I've made. I don't blame white people for the decisions I've made. I don't blame my parents for the decision I made. I'm a grown, thinking man that can think for himself. Has common sense and who can use discernment and decision making.
Right. Like Sherm said. Did nobody try to save him from drowning? But go ahead, Tribe.
Hey, salute, Brittany, for having me on. Hey, but the fellow that was just speaking, I mean, it's a couple things I want to touch, but I was just, you just said, you were just speaking on, what, can you just say what you said? You said you a grown man.
I said a lot of things, bro. I said
What
I
you
don't
just said?
blame
You
white
said you
people.
a
I said
grown.
I don't blame white people for the decisions I made in life. I wholeheartedly believe that the position in life I'm in is due to the decisions I've made, rather they were right, rather they were
So
wrong.
you saying that you saying that it's not racism? White people don't affect you right now, and they couldn't do nothing in your life to affect you right now. That's what you're saying.
It's possible they could do things to affect me,
It's still
but
coming out right now that banks is not getting loans to black people. The ones they are giving loans to, they upping the interest rate on them with a better credit score than another race. Red line is still going on. for a black person to say that, that's crazy. And that's the separation that we have. We
what do
look,
you
hold
want
on
me
real
to
quick,
say?
real quick. We still look at, because one of us is doing good. You may be doing great right now in life, and you thinking that it'll stay like that forever. One thing you gotta know, you still a nigga at the end of the day. No matter how much money or how good you doing, your hands better be up. You better have your hands up. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
another thing that you said, not that
I
you
mean,
said.
I have a response to that. Before you go way off in the tangent, I got a response to that.
Okay, go
Now,
ahead.
I play the probability numbers. I don't play. I play what's probable versus what's possible. And
Yeah.
what's probable. I'm sorry. What's possible is yes, I can be a victim of racism. I can be pulled over by a cop and shot in the head. It is not highly. It is likely. I wouldn't say it's highly likely, but it's likely. I'll probably give it less than a 20% chance. Because one thing white people don't want to be on the wrong side of in today's society is racism, especially when it can be proven on a body camera. They can't turn their fucking body cams off. If you turn your body cams off, you'll be in court having to explain that.
Nigga, they cut them shits off every fucking
What's
day,
the
man.
number one thing? What's the number one thing that police officers use on against to justify shooting? They was in fear for their life. So they could. It's certain things that they could do to make it seem like they was in fear for their life.
Okay.
So I mean
Brother,
that
what state you live
I don't
in?
even want to focus
I feel you. What
in
state you live
Missouri.
in? You live in
Missouri.
Missouri. Okay, I live in Texas. We in an open carry state, and I'm
Okay.
a registered gun owner in the state. Every time I've
Yeah.
been pulled over with my pistol, I have my hands up. And I let them know my pistol is right here. I'm not reaching for it. You're going to grab it. Matter of fact, I will get out the car. So that way we're all good. I've been pulled over
Uh,
with the gun sitting laying on the fucking floor, which is technically illegal. And I could have got arrested for that. Unlawful possession of a weapon. But I did it. See, it's about how
I
you
agree. I
conduct
mean,
yourself.
I agree. Phil,
But
what's his name in Minnesota? The guy, what Phil Castro? He did the same thing, right? He was a concealed
mhm,
carry gun holder. He told the officer he got a concealed carry weapon on him legally, and
mhm,
the officer asked for his ID. He told him
mhm.
it was in his glove box. He was going for it and got shot. After getting
So you think
demands
all
from
cops
the
operate like that?
officer, what you say?
Do you think all cops do? Okay, I'm not gonna say all because it's not fair to say all. Do you think most cops operate like that?
No. I didn't say most. I didn't say most.
Okay. No.
I
You
just
didn't
think
say that.
that
I'm just asking a general question. Do
no,
you think
no,
most cops
no.
operate like that?
My
Larry
opinion
Elder.
is all cops don't act like that. It's still some good cops that I
Right.
will
Larry
say
So it's
that
only a
even.
small
Larry
percentage.
Elder cited a study from the University of Washington where a lot of police are, if anything, more cautious when interacting with black people because they fear reprisal for
Just said
misconduct.
that they don't want to get caught on the
I
wrong side of racism. We live
yeah,
in a time to where if they're on, like if a white person get in Bearded comment section right now and start saying nigga, 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 and Bearded track down where he works, he can get that person fired.
And
Shit,
Larry
that's
He can lose
Elder
their
always
livelihood.
says, comply and you won't die.
fuck out of here because they wouldn't fire them, man. That's some bullshit you just
my,
said,
my
bro.
my thing is as a whole. What I was just saying was you saying that you basically were saying like it's not racism out here down there, and we still it's 2026, and we're
Oh,
still trying to
you
fight
might
for
be putting a word in my mouth, brother.
equal rights as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Not as a 1, 2 individual, 10 individual. As a whole, we're still fighting for equal rights. Who are we fighting? Who are we trying to
You
be
might be
equal?
putting words in my mouth, brother. I never said
Okay,
racism is fully extinct. I just don't believe it exists to the degree that we make it seem. Because
Not
if
you
the
white
said
people
it don't
really,
affect you in your life right now. You said it don't affect you until it do affect you. It's the thing. It don't affect you right
It's also
now. Just yet.
multi-directional.
I, say,
The
hold on,
narrative is
brother.
that racism only goes one way.
I said that right now, I don't blame white people for the position I'm in. I am free to make choices and decisions. Decisions have outcomes. They have pros, they have cons. And I'm sorry that I didn't feed into the notion that I gotta spin the block, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta present myself a certain way. No, I'm not. Like, the thing is, I understand that decisions are made, bro. And if you want to feed into white people control everything, hey, that's your right. But you
Do
will
you
only go
believe
so
that? Do
far
you
in this
believe
life.
that the court system is corrupt right now? And I ain't talking about color. I'm just saying corrupt.
He don't.
Yes,
He
and
don't.
I believe it's corrupt with money. I believe it's corrupt with money. That's why I say
Okay.
breaking the law is a rich man crime.
Hmm.
Black, if you're
Oh
poor, you
no.
can't afford to break the law. But yet we still do it. It's crazy.
Well,
Breaking the law.
I was just touching on. I mean, basically, I get what you're saying, but until it's at your doorstep, until it happened to you, you're going to stick with your opinion. So I
What
don't
makes you
knock
think
that.
it happened? What makes you think it happened though?
Look at Deshaun Watson, who was jacking off on people's faces, and he never got in trouble because he has money. Did
That's
he
a,
serve
that has
I
time
don't
in
know.
jail?
that
He
has yet
jacked
to
I
be
off
don't
on
know
proved.
who
people's
that is.
faces.
That has
He
yet
got the
yet to be
highest
proved.
he got the highest paid contract in NFL history.
It's a
For
conspiracy.
and was
They
the
just trying to
Texans
take
in on
that
it?
man money.
The, was the Texans in on it? I do believe the Texans knew he had some shit going on, just like I'm sure Jerry Jones got a bunch of info on Michael Irvin. But Michael
Look at
Irvin don't run afoul of Jerry Jones.
Look at Ben Roethlisberger, who committed multiple essays. Look at the owner of the Patriots, who did a bunch of weird shit in massage parlors. If you have money, you don't get in trouble. It probably doesn't help if you're black, but if you have money, ultimately, money is everything in our society.
Right.
I mean, I'm a disagree to it. To some people it ain't about money. It's about who you know. It's about who you know. Let's say could be in this case. When you know somebody that knows somebody, when somebody mother is a judge and got connected, when you know somebody, shit get covered up, man. I'm with you that it is about money. Money do make this shit go around. But
And
also
connections.
it's about who you know, man. That's the main thing.
But some,
And who you
I
know,
agree. But sometimes who you know can be opened when you have money. You can know more people, know the people that matter when you have money, and they suddenly present themselves.
I agree with that.
That's the only time you're
I'm
gonna
not
meet
gonna
these people.
disagree with that. I
But there
agree with
are
that.
also people that have modest means, like you're saying, that know people, like bearded, educated, that one of these guys' relative is a judge or some shit. Well, that kid doesn't need to have money. He already has a connection. So yeah, it goes both ways for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Just just need us to
Mom is the
okay.
judge. His mother is the judge.
Just need us to stop always telling the story from a victim perspective. Because when you tell it from a victim perspective 100% of the time, it normally negates accountability somewhere. It's just like it's because that's the thing. We tell women all the time, you gotta be accountable for who you date. You gotta be accountable for who you procreate with. Okay. But now when it comes to shit like this, we immediately blame white people.
One thing I will say though,
Do you? I mean,
this
do you know the
happened.
history? Do
This
you know all the history after slavery? You know the
No,
history and all that. I'm pretty sure
this the
you
I
probably
what
were
get
doesn't help
educated
is
on the
this
black
happened in
codes,
Mississippi,
Jim,
in
the
Alabama.
Jim Crow laws. I mean, I'm pretty sure you well versed. So this ain't something that
well
just happened.
versed
This shit been going on. So why do you think we feel this way? It ain't that we wanted to go this way. It ain't that we're
but
trying to uh 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 blame another race on something. It's
so what is it?
history repeats itself. This shit been going on for hundreds of years.
Okay,
It
well let me ask
ain't
you a
new.
question. Let
But
me ask you a
you're
question based
thinking
off the
that
notion.
okay, we're in a better time right now. That's how you view things.
Because everything is accessible. You can educate yourself. I'm on this live. You
Education
can
don't
get
mean
on
shit
your
nowadays to
on your
people, man.
device and you can educate yourself.
Education
See,
For
don't
any
mean
of us in this room,
I
slaves,
agree.
see, This the thing,
Man, you sound like a
and
white
this
man.
is
Are
gonna
you a
get
white
kind
man?
of
Is this a white man right there? Caucasian?
Yeah,
If
doing
you're a
business.
Caucasian, I ain't gonna answer that.
Because what I understand
Okay,
is
I ain't gonna answer that.
the slaves that were brought to the U.S. were sold by by slavers in West, Central, and Southern Africa, who have always had slaves as
So
part
you
of their
saying,
loot.
so you saying that makes it better? Huh? No matter
I'm
what the
not
white
saying it
man was
makes. I'm
doing,
not saying.
no
I'm
matter
not saying
what
it
the
makes
white
it
man
better.
was doing,
Whites were
feeding blacks
slavers
the
of other
alligator
whites.
bait.
Do you know what sharecropping was and stuff that they did to other whites? It wasn't much different than Jim Crow. Like they were slaves themselves.
but
I'm
guess
gonna
what
disagree
though?
with you. I'm gonna say the black people that were selling black people. Just because you black don't mean you the same people. So with
But
that
guess
being said, these were different people that look similar.
The
but guess
slaves
what
were
though?
freed later in Russia than they were in the U.S. They weren't freed until like the 1880s or something. The Russian serfs, and they were their own
During
people.
Yeah, Russians
during
are the
Jim
same as
Crow,
white. I label them all white. Russians,
during
Ukrainians,
They're
Irish.
white.
Y'all are white. Y'all are labeled Caucasian. So I mean, they are the same people.
And I'm saying that
during Jim
and I'm saying that slaves were not. They had slaves in Russia until the late 19th century, and they were their own race. It was whites
Yeah,
enslaving whites.
I agree. I
oh
agree.
damn.
I mean, you say
And
white people enslaved white.
you mentioned Jim Crow, a very horrible thing, but there have also been programs since then to help right some of those historic wrongs. So it hasn't all been all bad, you know.
Huh?
During Jim
Huh?
Crow, during the
This
civil
shit
rights
crazy.
era, black people was married at an 80% rate. So it was hard to divide us. The moment we got
And what
divided,
happened? And what happened after that? We're gonna
hold on,
drop
wait a
this
minute.
crack
Wait a
cocaine
minute,
in the
brother, because
community, right?
I'm finna slam. You finna throw me a some. You about to throw me an alley, and I'm finna Vince
The
Carter
light button.
2001 dunk
The
this
light button,
motherfucker.
y'all.
We was married at an 80% rate. So you would agree during our most volatile times, we were still together as a unit, correct?
Hold on. When was our most volatile time?
Slavery, Jim Crow, civil rights era. Slavery, Jim Crow, civil rights era. Those are the three
I
most
don't.
volatile times in the Black American life,
I ain't gonna
right?
say the move, but you go ahead. Yeah, yeah.
That
I have ways.
wasn't the most volatile times in our lives, in
I
our
mean,
country's
you gotta
history.
understand.
Those
You gotta understand. It was segregated, so we was shopping with each other. We had
right,
like this was during the segregation era. So
right.
we wasn't that bad. If you look all around the country, it was Black Wall Street everywhere. It
I'm not
wasn't just
denying
in
that.
it wasn't just in Oklahoma, Black Wall Street. That
Brother,
shit was
you
going
speaking to
around
my point.
everywhere.
You speaking to my point. You're not disputing my point. You're making my point.
So
We
so
was together as a unit
so
during
what
the Ku Klux
happened though?
Klan, during the civil.
What separated us?
I said,
What
I'm
separated
about to
us?
dunk
Go
it.
ahead.
I'm about to
Go
dunk
ahead.
it.
Democratic Party keeping you down.
You about to throw me. You throwing me the alley. I'm trying to dunk the motherfucker, cuz.
Okay, I'm listening.
We fed into the white people's movement, more specifically the white woman's movement with feminism. It
No,
separated us.
When was the feminist movement? What year was the feminist movement?
1960, brother.
The Mary,
1960s.
I thought it was
1960s.
before that. When the
Okay.
Mary Sanger, the Pans era, the band. You talking about the Pans and her
When
and
government
everything, right?
assistance came in, when welfare was a thing, when it became
that
super
was not
popular,
the feminist movement.
1960s.
That was not the feminist
I
movement.
don't think. Yeah. That ain't that. That's what I was going to say. That was a different movement, but I don't think that's what fully hurt us. What fully hurt us was the 70s and the 80s of the crack cocaine and the heroin era. That's what
Okay.
took us out because
I
fathers was in the
thoroughly
households
disagree, but
in the
okay.
60s.
That number started to depreciate as the 60s started to go through, though. Then by the 80s, that number depreciated significantly to where crack didn't have to do that much. But it goes back to this right here. Brother,
That's a lie.
if I tried to sell anybody on this panel some crack, would you buy it?
Now that ain't the
Wait,
thing.
hold
If
on.
you
To answer
go
the
to a
question, I'm about
low,
to go
if
somewhere.
you, I wouldn't buy it.
I'm about to go somewhere. Why
I
not?
wouldn't buy it. But
Why
let me give
not?
you a scenario. I wouldn't
Hold
buy it
on.
because
Why wouldn't you buy it? Why wouldn't you
I
buy
know
it?
right from at my time right now. I know right from wrong, so I wouldn't buy it
You
at my
wouldn't buy it
time
because
right now.
you don't buy it because you don't smoke it. So are you
Not
mad at
just
the
that, but
hustlers or are you mad at the people that allow themselves to be hustled?
no, I'm mad at the. Do you know how the crack cocaine enter the communities? Do
You're
you
probably going
know?
to talk about this Iran Contra.
Do you
You're
know?
gonna
I
say
mean,
you're gonna say the
this
police
is.
brought it in, and you're gonna
I
say
didn't
that
say I didn't say the police. It's a proven fact. The government under what was his name? Under what president? Was it Ray? Was it Reagan? Under was it
Would
Reagan
have
or
been Nixon.
Nixon? Under Nixon administration, he already came out that they targeted the black community with the crack cocaine.
okay, how they
Somebody
targeted
that
them?
was under him, it already been proven that it can't. They target.
But
Why did they target the
it
black
couldn't have been
community?
done without the black community's own participation. They helped exploit
I
their own
agree.
people.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But if you
So
put
again,
they already did experiment they experimented on mice. You know what I'm saying? Put them a lot of mice in a room and starved them out and seeing how the mice was reacting. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at projects, how the projects work, come on now. Come
and
on
we
now.
bought, and we bought,
Motherfucker gonna
and
do
hold on,
anything for some money.
Look at the
we
people now
bought the
that want open
bullshit.
borders. Look at the people now that want open borders so they can bring in fentanyl so you can have all these drug addicts and degenerates and all
Well,
these
who
people
now you
out
We
there.
making it a Democrat and Republican? I don't give a fuck about neither party. That's what you making it
we
Democrat,
and
Republican
also
Open,
like,
we
uh,
bought
open
the
they
borders
all the
is
bullshit,
same
open
to me. They
borders.
all the same to me. They
and
just try to
also,
rock
and this is
everybody
gonna
to
make it
sleep.
sound
They the
like
same to
this is
me.
gonna this is gonna
But
make it
why
seem
would
like
we
I'm
want
shitting on
open
them.
borders to
Oh my
pay
god.
for foreigners when we can't even pay for our own when there's white and black on the street homeless?
Yeah,
In
but that's not
Seattle,
the
all sorts of
conversation.
blacks
Yeah,
homeless on the street.
but go ahead, Nike fam. That ain't what the conversation is. Go ahead, Nike fam.
But now another part of this, and it's gonna sound like I'm shitting on the black cultural icon, but it is what it is. We bought the bullshit that Martin Luther King sold us about integration.
Mm.
I agree with you on that, but what was
Where he
Martin Luther
later
King one of his
admitted that
biggest last speech? What
He
was
wasn't
his
the
where
first.
last
he bought
speech?
he bought his people into a burning building. Yes, you
There,
did.
there
He
you
wasn't the
go.
first concept though.
Yes,
He
you
wasn't the first
did.
with that concept. He wasn't the first person with that concept though.
I'm not saying it, but he was the face of it. He was the face of it, though. I'm not
Now,
saying that
Nolan,
he was his original thought, but he was the face of it. But that's the thing. We gotta go back to my
But for
question.
real, that's how
If
you
you
kind of sounding though. You kind of sounding like him. You know what I'm saying? For truth be told, so it's
he
not shocking to have people like with his mentality. So I don't fault him for trying to make things better, trying to come together with other races. How could we fault him for it? Because you basically saying similar things right now. You know what I'm saying?
saying that I don't paint everybody with a broad brush. I don't even think majority of white people is racist. I have a lot of white
Let me
friends, I have a lot of Chinese friends, Mexican friends, so on and so forth. Now, is it a small group of people? Absolutely. Does the media and the government have a hand in the separation? Absolutely. That's why I'm asking questions like, why the fuck is Nancy Grace so involved in this? Why does CNN care so much about it? Because they're gonna make it a race situation, and we're rushing to judgment without the
What'll be
fucking
they what'll
facts.
be their agenda? What'll be Nancy Grace? Because Nancy Grace covered damn near everything that's trending. So what'll be her reason to make it not just her reason? What'll be all these people reason besides blacks to make it a race thing? What'll be their reason? A
Views,
motive. What'll be a motive?
because controversy creates views create cash, especially in media. Look at the NFL, NBA, and everything else. They're generated off of views. If we're not getting views, we won't be on television. We're not making money if people ain't watching us. That's why I forgot where I heard this at, but they said we don't report planes landing. We report planes crashing. Why? Because plane crashing is so abnormal, and it makes people feel a certain way. Just like the 9/11 thing. I ain't trying to go into a deep discussion about 9/11. Like it's it's not a terroristic attack like they wanted to make it seem, but that's what you use to control the people. You do anything to keep everything looking normal because if the United States government went on television and told everybody the truth, we will go in a fucking frenzy. And how would they be able to control it? You wouldn't be able to control it because it's more of us than it is of them.
Hold on, it's
When I
more of
say
what?
us, I
It's
mean the
more of what?
American
Hold on,
public.
it's more of who? It's
It's
more of
more of
who?
the American public. Okay, let me speak in direct. The American public as a whole will go in a frenzy, and you wouldn't be able to control that. It's more of the American public than it is government officials, military personnel, and police.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So they're gonna
And
tell
every
whatever white
military ain't
lie.
going to fight against the people. Every military
Talking talk,
personnel ain't gonna fight.
talking
So
shit,
I mean, I agree with you on that.
talking shit. So they're gonna tell whatever they gotta do, even if it's a fucking lie, to make
Yeah,
everything look normal.
I
So
mean, I ain't gonna argue that.
So when we talking about this case specifically, because we kind of going all around the hemisphere, like
I agree.
all I'm saying is I'm not trying to open the door for that bitch to swing the other way. Because if a white boy comes to the hood with three black people and he end up dead, and they start saying, "Well, y'all killed him because he was with you," we gonna be sitting here on the
That,
internet saying
but
they're
let's be honest.
racist.
We talked about this the other day. How often,
Talking
like
shit.
that, don't happen. That don't no white person come to the hood. When white people come to the hood or stay in the hood, they're treated just like us. They just like us, but white. I mean, they might be called, "Hey,
Where
white
you
boy."
from?
They might be
What are
white
you
boy,
smoking?
but that's it.
Get you from? Because where I'm
That's
from,
it. They
because if you
treated just
white,
like
you
they
either
treated
you
just
either a
They're
white
country
told
or
to
people in
you
the
get the fuck
hood
ain't.
out
are
of that
treated
neighborhood,
just
that they're not welcome.
man. Who? Birdie, can you contest to that? What they just
Yeah,
said, Birdie?
that's not, well, that's only how white folks think. We don't think like that, Doris.
Exactly. That shit
If
crazy.
you saw
We
a
welcome them
white
with
person
open
in the
arms.
hood,
They open up stores and everything in our community. They stay in our community. Nothing
That's cool.
happened. Nothing.
My hood. And they not on
I'm
drugs. So
from. Look, I live in Houston, Texas,
Well, I
bro.
wasn't
I'm
talking about
from
just your communities. I was talking about, you said the hood. And when I hear hood, I think of rough area.
I'm
Well, do you
from
stay in the
Houston,
hood?
Texas,
Do you
bro.
stay in the hood? Have you ever
No, sir.
stayed in the
I
hood?
In
Well,
Indianapolis for
come
a
on
short
now.
period,
nah,
but
he's
no.
from
Come
Boston.
on.
can't say, man, I'm
You,
from Houston, bro. I'm from the most notorious black neighborhood in the city, the oldest black neighborhood in the city. Like, I'm
I'm
not
with you, man.
saying that the way. I'm not saying the way that it operates here, it operates everywhere, but in most cases, generally speaking, if you saw white people in the hood and you didn't know them, your automatic assessment is either they
Say the
undercovers
police. I agree.
or they're dope
I agree
fiends.
with you. But we're talking about committing a crime against them, killing. I agree with
Mhm.
you. We will racial profile them. Like you'll have, let's say a white person come up trying to buy some weed from a brother. Guess
You
what?
go think you're a
They the
cop.
police. They the police. You ain't finna sell them nothing. That's the police. That's the most you gonna get.
Touche. You talking your shit?
So that's
I
all.
just
That's all I was saying. But back on the case. Back on the case. Now, what do you think? What do you think? Because I heard you say just because the people that was in the background was saying something, they wasn't a part of a crime, and
yeah,
that's
that
wrong.
automatically
If
make
you
you a
you
part
could
of a
be
crime.
accessory to murder if you don't report it. All of
There you
them is
go.
accessory if that's the way it plays out. Somebody is the murderer, committed the
I
act, and
just
everybody else accessories.
just don't believe with a microscope on you that you are gonna go through hell and back to try to pull off a conspiracy. Why this case? Why every case has to be a conspiracy? Why can't it just be exactly what it is? But I also say, let's wait until we get the undisputable facts before we start labeling things which way and that way. When the Kendra Scott situation happened, there was no accusations. You killed him. Duh. That was right there. Like, that's easy to
Yeah,
say. You even admitted that you killed him. So there's no accusation to throw around. But
yeah,
here, These are accusations because if you can't
They
say
are.
100% that these people killed him with absolute proof, that's a
I
reckless
mean,
accusation. And I don't want that
it
to,
is.
I don't want nobody to do me like that.
I ain't
Children.
gonna
I
say
don't want nobody
reckless,
to do
but it is
children
an
like that.
accusation. I couldn't say reckless, but I'm gonna agree with you. We are making accusations based off of past experience and details of the case. Details of the case too. It might not be solid information, but we are basing it off of details. You know what I'm saying?
Details
That's
that
so.
you don't know if it's true or not.
Well, we know for one, we heard the board and done an interview, a couple
Right.
interviews.
Right.
Um, so we know, and for two, don't nobody know where he went. They say he went with the girl. The girl said he went with them. Come on now, like
Nolan Wells.
it's not at
Yes.
Nolan. It's not adding up.
Well, they got to put more
So,
pressure on these people.
so you
The
gotta
pressure.
be
When you put
So
patient.
if
maximum
you got to
pressure,
put
the stuff
pressure,
comes out.
okay, so if you got to put pressure on the people, that means that it's sounding like if lies is coming up, or people is not. I ain't gonna say a lie, but people is not
They're
putting the information
misremembering.
out there. It
Yeah.
right. That leads it to be some foul play somewhere, right?
But the medical examiner will back that up.
The
No,
But the
he
problem is
medical
didn't.
these
examiner,
police
We
stations
haven't
and
heard from the medical
prosecutors,
examiner
these
yet.
police stations,
you
well, let me
heard from the
tell you,
first one.
these
You didn't hear
these
from the
police
private
stations and
medical examiner.
prosecutors answer to themselves. That's the problem. They're like their own governments. So unless the police station and prosecutor decides that there's foul play, it's up to a grand jury or some other legislator to pressure them to see it that way. Police officers and prosecutors answer to themselves. Those motherfuckers, they do. And if they don't want to prosecute someone, or they don't think there's any foul play, or someone paid them off, there's not a lot of pressure on them unless it comes from higher up, such as a grand jury, such as
And this
XYZ.
boy mom and this boy mother is a judge, for God's sake.
Just like they tried to say Carmelo Anthony's victim was cool with the DA and all this other good shit that was never substantially proven.
Man, it was the truth.
See, I don't know if you're
Hold
being
on, hold
married
on,
or you
hold on.
being
You said,
AG
hold
right
on. Who
now.
did you say? You say Carmelo Anthony. Who was
Victim. Yes, his victim. I said it
his
right. His
victim?
victim.
His Well, he got his father
Carmelo
got pictures.
Anthony's
His father
victim.
got pictures with the DEA and the judge, right? I mean, I thought I seen pictures, right?
Do we?
Hello.
Do
I
we?
mean, I said I thought I seen pictures, so I'm asking you. I mean, did you verify those pictures? Because if they taking pictures, I mean, they obviously have some type of knowing, right? Each other.
Possibly.
Oh, come
But
on
I'm
now. You
saying
you
like
you
the
a good
thing,
ass lawyer. You a lawyer. How old are you, man? You could be a good
33,
lawyer.
brother.
You know, lawyers
I've been
know
told
good.
that.
They good at that. Bringing up lawyers are
No,
good at.
I ask questions. I ask, and
Yeah,
that's why I
there you
say I'm
go.
an
There you
independent
go.
thinker, bro. I ask
There you
questions,
go.
and
And
if
I
you
don't knock
can't,
that.
and if you cannot 100% definitively, without any hesitation or pause, can answer these questions, and that means you got me. But when we
But
start
Birdie,
saying,
did
well,
he
I don't
just say?
know,
Man,
But
you
Birdie,
can't
did he say that?
prove that everybody locked up. Supposed to be locked up neither, but they locked up.
I'm not saying everybody got a fair shake. I know that the judicial system is skewed a certain way. Didn't I say earlier that breaking the law is a rich man crime? It is.
But you just quoted that they didn't know each other. That people stating that the victim and they were saying the judges know each other, and you said that ain't true. You was making it as that wasn't true. You know what I'm saying? Like that's false if they present a picture of them together.
And that's the same judge
That's
that tried the case.
I,
Heard
I
all the
don't
evidence. Heard all the evidence and said, "Yep, nigga, you guilty."
Yeah, that's a conflict of interest. That's
Wouldn't the
why
defense? Wait,
there you go.
hold on. Wouldn't Carmelo defense lawyer, if he had any
So
I'm
his
not a
lawyer,
lawyer for the record. I'm not a lawyer for the record. I'm just a in the hood football player from the city. But if that's the case, wouldn't his defense lawyer ask the judge to recuse himself because there's a conflict of interest with my client? I don't have
I
no
mean,
lawyer experience, and I know that.
his
I mean,
judge,
it's a lot with that. God, my bad, Bird.
I was just saying his lawyer wasn't shit.
So again, back to what I said, breaking the law is a rich man crime. To where you can afford a great lawyer.
So what do you mean breaking the law is not a rich man crime? Breaking the law is a crime. You don't have to be rich to break the law.
But you got no. You ever heard the expression? You can beat the case, but you can't beat the ride.
No, I ain't never heard that.
That means you can beat this case, but it's gonna cost you some money.
Yeah.
It's gonna cost you a lot of money. Because them good lawyers, those great lawyers,
rich man
cost
crime.
money.
But that don't mean breaking the law is a rich man crime, because if that was the case, you would cater that more to a white collar crime, as far as corporate embezzlement and things of that nature, if you're going to say it like that. But people break like stealing and just simple petty shit people do every day.
That's petty crimes. That's petty crimes, bro. You know what crimes we talking about here, bro.
No, for your words. So breaking the law is not a rich man's crime.
Okay. Since you want me to talk like that. When we start talking about murder, aggravated robbery, these high felonies that you can go to prison for a very long time for.
Yeah.
These are rich people crimes.
But
you gotta have some money
I
to
get
pay
what
for
Bird
this.
is saying, because I mean it don't have to be rich. I'm saying it ain't just rich. It's who you are too. It's who you are. Like for instance, a white person, he had tattoos all over his face and everything. That's what the judge did. Let him
What'd he
put
do?
makeup on, cover up all the tattoos to say that was in his best interest. He needed to do that to have a different appearance for the on trial for the who's there who do the bench people, the jury. Why not let him come as he is? Them tattoos is permanent. Why let him cover all that up with makeup? Come on. It's a reason
Okay.
things get done. And
All right.
he ain't
So
have
let
no
me.
money. He ain't have no money.
Okay.
But guess what? He had
Okay.
to screen for the for that situation.
Fair point.
There it
So let
is.
me
I
ask you
was
this
thinking
then.
about it.
So let me ask you this then. If we know that the game is skewed a certain way, and it's unfair towards us, right? That we can all agree to that, right? It's unfair. The law is not one size fits all, right?
Yeah.
So would it behoove you to be
not break.
out here breaking the law, knowing that you
Well,
don't stand a chance with this
come
shit?
on, let's be real. You could. That's why I said you feeling this way because you haven't went through nothing. You haven't went like
You don't think I haven't been to jail before, brother? I've been to
I
jail
mean
before.
I have no I have I mean obviously you're a gun holder, so you ain't me too. Me too.
Respect.
I ain't got no felonies or nothing.
Me
But I'm
neither.
saying, but I know how the system
You can
is. I know
be a
that you
gun
could be
owner and have a
falsely.
criminal record.
You can't have no
Say it again.
felonies though.
Yeah, or a domestic misdemeanor, but you can have a criminal record.
Oh yeah, yeah, right. I go with that. I
And
go
I'm
with
not
that.
saying
Or
you didn't say
you
that.
could
Respect.
get it expunged.
I'm not
You could
saying you
get it
didn't say it.
expunged too. You could get it expunged too. So I know people that got it expunged and they was able to get they got their rights restored. But
Respect.
what I but
Go ahead, what was that, bro?
say it again.
And I said, go ahead, what you was saying. You was going so
Uh um uh fuck what I
damn.
was
You was about to go somewhere too. I felt it.
oh wait,
Pause.
oh wait. Was it about the criminal? Okay, okay, I got you. The damn, it's on the tip. The crime, you could get falsely accused of something.
Right?
You could be in your car, get pulled over, and the police find this dope on you. I know you saying, "Oh, body camera this, body camera that." I give you instances that on body camera they got the police that you could barely see it. I promise you, I couldn't even see it
Yeah, they
in
can
St.
still
Right.
plant
Louis,
stuff.
my
They
city,
can still
where
plant stuff.
they took the dope out of their pocket, put it on the ground, and then
Yeah,
picked
they're
it up
dirty
out the
cops.
car and said, "Well, you." But my thing
They
is that
should
could
die.
happen. to anybody. What? Say it again. You
That's
said that
fair.
shit died.
I said people that do that shit should die who plant drugs on people. That's fucking evil.
But
One
my
motherfucker,
thing is,
dumbass got caught on his own body cam. I seen some shit like, but one officer
There,
did it. His
yeah,
dumbass
to
got
like 30 people. He did it to like 30 people. One of them I watched this. I think he was white.
white guy.
Did
I
it to
know,
like
man.
30 people.
Yeah, you
So
can't do that.
40
Man.
people. Fucking
Rob,
piece
let
of
me ask you
shit.
a question, brother. You operate by what's possible or what's probable?
I mean, I'm a law-abiding citizen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
but
gather
but
that much, brother. I gather you're a law-abiding citizen. I'm just asking you, like, just generally throughout life, do you go by what's possible or what's probable? There's no
we
right or
we
wrong
we
answer. I'm
we
just
gonna
asking
go off.
you, like, what? How do you
I mean,
operate?
I'm trying to break down the possibles
Okay,
I
like
mean,
because they could be.
what you named, it's very possible. Like, I'm not ignorant to say that that's not possible. I mean, come on, bro. Like, we see you can pull up a bunch of clips to show me how very much possible how cops
Yeah,
plant drugs on people. They are corrupt. They do things a certain way. Whoop.
yeah,
But it's improbable because if it's under 51%, it is not the majority. It is the minority. So I'm willing to
that
bet that
highly probable
51% of cops
probability,
do not operate like that.
man, that bullshit, man, that highly probability and possibility is highly probable with our ethnic group. So stop that shit.
Why have it happen to be it?
Well,
If
you lucky.
if it's highly probable, why have it happen?
Maybe you just been a lucky motherfucker, or you think it ain't happening to you yet, and you so caught up into your delusions that
Breaking the
you
law right now. Hey, I'm smoking a blunt right now talking to y'all, which is illegal. But guess where I'm doing it at? At home, in the house, where I'm not outside with the cops. See, people go like black people operate the law the way they interpret it and the way they want it to be, except versus the way it's written and litigated. And that's how we be in these positions. Like, again, I'm not talking to the people who go to work every day, I'm not talking about the people who go to work every day, who
but
live their lives and be law-abiding citizens.
the law is not subjugated and primarily predicated for us. All you gotta do is read the Constitution, read the Declaration of Independence, read all these, you know what I'm saying, so-called remarkable works of literature that really don't include us. You feel me? It's facts.
So if a dude break in my house right now and I shoot him, I can't get self-defense because I'm black. They gonna try me for murder?
They're gonna limit you some probabilities and possibilities due to the fact that you take upon things to become a citizen or a lower state rate individual within their construct. Yeah, so we're gonna allot you certain things.
The highest crime you can commit in this country, which is murder. So if a man break in my house and I shoot him dead, are they gonna try me for murder or am I gonna get self-defense?
Sir, better carry your ass in the crib, sir.
I
Don't
mean,
be out there.
Self-defense. Easy.
I mean, everything going to get examined with a fine tooth pick. They gonna take your ass to the police station. They may handcuff you or may not handcuff you.
I'm
You
gonna
know
give
what
him
I'm
my
saying?
gun. I'm gonna do all
And
that.
they gonna examine. They gonna look at all the evidence and they gonna question you to see what was like. You ain't just gonna get away scot free.
Hold on,
It
man.
ain't
And
Look,
in
no.
that moment, in that moment, I'm not thinking about race. In that moment, I'm not thinking about race. I'm
listen,
knowing that the
bullshit, man.
truth.
I've been pulled over. That's bullshit. I've been pulled over by a bunch of white cops, man. I'm talking about a bunch of these motherfuckers. They pull me over, right? I give them my license, I give them my insurance. They go back, run my shit, and I ain't got no warrants or shit. You know what these motherfuckers try to get me out? Oh, this
What they do?
car registration. This car don't come back saying this the make and model of this car. Now, mind you, the fucking car clearly says Subaru Legacy on the back of this fucking car, and that's what it's coming up. But you motherfuckers want to take me out the car because y'all saying that the car don't say Subaru now. And then hold on. So I'm like, man, now I'm not getting out this motherfucker, right? But you know what? I ain't even want to go through this. I ain't want to deal with all that. I ain't even want to call the shirt, all this bullshit. So I get out, walk the bell. So I get out. They start now. I ain't got shit, but I'm finna fence. I get to the back of the car, right? because I got the cones or the brake lights and shit on. Man, you can clearly see Subaru Legacy on the back of the motherfucking car. So now in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because why is my Benz not coming back? And they can clearly see, but now they fooling me. So now I'm agitated. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Well, the bell, so oh man, go sit back in the car. So I get back and sit back in the car. Man, you know what they come back and write me a ticket for? Oh, well, you don't have a city sticker on the car and woo out the bell. But y'all just said y'all pulled me over for running this, and doing that. And now mind you, again, I didn't do none of this shit. Because when they pulled me over, I'm literally stopped at the motherfucking stop sign that they try to say that I ran for the initial stop.
And again, that's a common tactic that they use. You gotta in a part of my city, outside the city, you got a predominantly white neighborhood, and when they ordered the tickets, like it was like 80% pulled over that was being ticketed were black people. You know what I'm saying? And it was like the numbers wasn't adding up. It's like this is a predominantly white neighborhood. Y'all targeting black people. I mean, I don't like the shit that go on. We really don't see. So I don't like people for feeling that way because it's hard to see. You got to know about the shit, and you can't forget about history. Like at the end of the day, we can't just forget history because at the end of the day, race ain't going nowhere. Color ain't. I hate when people say I don't see color. You bullshit. That's the first thing you see when you look at somebody's color. What color they are. That's the first thing you see.
Respect though, bro. When cops like that pull you over, they just trying to see what reaction you gonna give them. And normally we feed and give them the reaction they was looking for.
Nothing, because I ain't did
When
shit.
you
Again,
see a
that's
race,
wrong.
it has to elicit a feeling.
See, the thing is, bro, like, and I be trying to tell my homie this, because he one of those type. Matter of fact, my boy that when I pulled up with you, my boy that was with me, he's one of those people, and I love him to death. He's one of those people that be like, man, this is unlawful. They can't do this. They can't do that. Look, brother,
Right.
but this the thing though. On the
And
side of
then
the
we got
road,
motherfuckers like you, man. Be cool so we can just go home.
look,
Yeah.
bro, on side of the road.
So
But
right.
that's the thing though. See, you can't have it both ways. You can't admit that this exists. It's unfair to us, but we play into what we just said was unfair. The
We
option
don't
is to go home.
put me over for
Yeah.
nothing.
Damn right.
Infraction. So you wrong from the jump. I'm not playing it for. I'm
All I'm
reacting.
saying is that, but B, that get litigated in court. On side of the road, your
Yeah,
word
there
versus
you go.
theirs, you
We're
lose
not going to
every
beat them on the
time.
side of the road. We got to
That's
take
all
it
it
to
That's what I'm
court. We ain't
saying.
gonna beat
That's
them
all
on
I'm
the side
saying,
of the road.
Shad.
That's the
You gotta
thing.
go beat them on side of the road. You beat them in court because they not expected. Matter of fact, fuck it, I'm gonna be
You
explicit.
don't beat
They
them
not
in court because
expected.
you never win. You don't beat them in court.
Nah, nigga,
That
because
shit,
we never go. We never go.
I go, nigga. You don't beat them in court.
We
You don't
never
beat them.
go.
Man,
I go.
they throw that shit out, and you got to go to federal. What's after the local court?
But you ain't got no money for
Not
no
federal.
lawyer. They know that situational environment where you ain't making enough money to even how to understand it to go get a motherfucking lawyer to fight. Because now you ain't. Man, come on, man. And come on.
See, but in a situation
They-
like that, but check this out though. Check this
I
out
will
though. You didn't
encourage
commit.
people, what I will encourage people to
Check,
do is make sure y'all put that paperwork in, continuously put that paperwork in, because without a paper trail, they're not gonna honor nothing. Now, I'm not saying that they're gonna honor that paper trail, but it is but at least it's a paper trail. At least
it
some
give you a
type of
fighting chance.
yeah.
you feel? You know what I'm
It
saying?
give you a fighting chance. And all I'm saying is what we need to do is educate ourselves. So that way we don't need no fucking lawyer. We can go represent ourselves and say, look,
Yeah,
this is
they're
the
not finna
law. You did this, you did
no, no, no,
that.
no, no, no. They're not finna let you do that in the court of law. You can do it,
How
but
you
they're not
can't
gonna let
represent
you.
yourself?
You can do it, but they're not gonna let you do that shit.
Fuck, that's your
And then,
right. That's a
It ain't
liberty.
too many
They
people
cannot
that
deny you that.
man, like,
They
come on,
cannot
man.
deny you that. They just not
they run
expecting
you
you.
over. Like people,
If I give you a law book of legalese, you ain't gonna know what the fuck is in that book, bro. It's gonna take you some years to do that shit.
First of all,
it takes
we
time
talking
to
about
read. I
tickets.
mean, you got to study this law.
We talking about
Things
tickets. We're not talking about criminal
laws get
laws.
changed every year too.
Law, period,
We're
nigga. That
talking. We're talking
That's
about tickets. We're talking about municipal court, not criminal law.
all laws is laws, bro. You trying to separate a law from a law. The law is the law. I don't give a fuck if it's
You
an ass.
literally gave the story about you getting pulled over in the VIN number. You didn't get arrested.
What I'm saying is you're trying to say, oh, well, this law is that law and that law is the law. You're trying to separate the shit. We're not separating anything, bro. If I get, like I say, if I sit here and give you a book on this shit, bro, you're not going to sit here and just know and understand that shit, bro. It's going to take you some years of doing that shit. I don't give a fuck whether it's criminal law, civil law, what the fuck you just say? Driving law.
Municipal court. Yeah, civil law. But here's the thing, though.
But you're not getting nowhere without an attorney. If you going in there representing yourself, they gonna look at you crazy and they gonna run over you. Like they gonna be saying shit you don't know.
Well, even if you want to represent yourself, you still, a lot of it's based on relationships, and you have to like have a relationship with like the prosecutor or this or that or the judge, so that they'll even work with you to like, to mediate and settle it. So odds are stacked against a lot of people who aren't, in power. And the attorneys will go from being a private attorney to a district attorney to this, to that.
Hey, you gonna go in there? He gonna go in that bitch like the Moors, and they gonna lock your goof ass up.
Well, first of all, I don't plan on being a 12-hour Franklin in criminal court. Municipal, that's when we're on side of the road litigating what's lawful.
You could. You a gun owner. You a gun owner, so you could be in that situation. You could have to use that firearm and be facing criminal charges. So don't
that
make it like
possible.
You wouldn't dare put yourself in this. We all know gun owners. That's why. Do you hold on real quick? Do you have $1 million policy for the concealed carry license? Do you have insurance for carrying a gun?
No, sir. We open carry state.
That don't matter. I know people that I know people that had to use it legally, and guess what? They damn near lost their house and everything. They didn't have trying to fight the case.
Can't you even open and conceal carry on college campuses in Texas now?
I don't believe that. I don't believe you can do that. I'm not too sure about that, but I wouldn't imagine you could.
No state allows that on places with children and learning institution. No state allows.
Like no schools, no federal buildings. Yeah, nah. None of that.
No, he right. They did pass some stuff like that at universities that you could carry at universities. I know in Missouri they passed some shit not too long ago.
They did it in Texas a few years ago, like 2 years ago.
Now I would
that you could carry at universities. That's when those shootings was happening. Them big school shootings. But you got to go through certain.
It might be for staff. I don't think students.
I'm gonna tell you a law I don't like, especially when you drive. If a cop say the car smell like weed, I hate that shit. That shit is annoying. Like, that's a law I can't stand, because you could be with somebody that like my man, he don't smoke, he don't never smoke, never did any of that. So if a cop pulls him over and say your car smell like weed, I know that's 100% bullshit. 100%.
But why are they doing that though? What's your reason for them doing it?
Probable cause.
There you go. They can search your car. Just off of that, they can search your car now in your possession. They don't need that's probable cause. They can search you now. And your car.
Smell alcohol.
There you go.
Now that's trash. Now in Dallas, they changed that law in Dallas. Now that needs to be a statewide law, but they changed it in Dallas though. To where they can't use the odor of marijuana.
You carry at no universities in Missouri or Texas. Missouri law state bans firearms on higher education. Again, like I stated.
I figured as much.
I was right. I was correct and exact. You cannot have a firearm open carry or concealed on any higher learning institution in America.
Now they do gotta have their signs up though. You gotta have your signs up saying that open and concealed carry is prohibited.
No, you can carry. I'm looking right now. It says you can carry on certain campuses in Texas. I'm looking right now.
It said no, unless the school or government body or school official gives explicit permission. So, like if you're hiring a security guard team or security team or something like that, you know what I'm saying?
So two things can be true.
Yeah. But
So
when we say that, we just thinking that air. But so to let me clarify, everyone just can't walk around the fucking campus with an open carry guns and
right,
shit like. You know what I'm saying?
Boy,
But
that'd be
yes,
crazy.
Yeah, because we ain't talking about students.
no, that part. No,
Boy,
you can't.
imagine at UT, you walking around that motherfucker with a 4.5, a 9. Nah,
When he
not at
said that at
all.
school, that's why I said I think it's like the staff for certain individuals or something like that. But
I
as
don't
far
even
as
like
just
the staff having it.
You just need to have a concealed carry license. I was wrong about open carry, but concealed carry you can. I just looked it up. In Texas. You want to bet?
Come
I
on,
think
break it down. Read it
two
out. Let's hear
things
the
could be
story.
true.
Read it out. Let's
Two
hear it.
things could be true.
It's hard to because
Read
I
it,
have
Gary.
it. I'm in Chrome on my phones. I don't know if someone else can. If
Oh
I
yeah,
open
you
it,
gotta go. You gotta go incognito mode. You can't go. You gotta go incognito, and it'll let you maneuver through screens.
Hold on, I might be able to pull this bitch up right quick. Hold on.
now he could be. He's probably. I think he's right. It's not universally granted to every single college, but a lot of them allow it.
so yes, you can carry a concealed handgun at public universities in Texas if you have a valid license to carry
Yeah,
LTC, but open carry is strictly prohibited. This is governed by the Texas Senate Bill 11, the campus carry law, an individual school law.
yeah,
So that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
yeah. So that's
So,
yeah.
so
So
both y'all is to a degree, all of y'all is right.
right.
Yeah, because like you can't
So,
open carry. I was wrong about that. Yeah. Yeah.
so that's what I said. That's it. In that situation, two things could be true. Is look, I'm not saying that the law is one size fits all,
But
and
that's
I
Texas
understand
though.
that it's
That ain't Missouri.
unfair,
I
and
see
I understand
Missouri.
it's
They don't
injustice.
allow it.
Yeah, in the Missouri, no, you can't open carry or no
They don't allow
concealed firearm inside of
it. Yeah,
university buildings in Missouri is generally not allowed. Yeah. Like I
yeah.
say, unless it's consent or some shit like for special, you know what I'm saying? But not
Unless school
every.
grants it. Yeah.
And they not granting it to the students. You know, it would have to be the certain staff for, like I say, security or something like that. Because who the fuck
Yeah.
finna
Yeah,
let
they say
every
you could. They say you could
yeah.
have it in your car. State allows you to keep it in your car on the campus, but you can't take. You can't
No.
move
That's
it.
still be against law. Just because you're allowed to have a pistol, even if it's on the campus, you can't have it on the campus. Just like with the Carmelo thing, like that knife, it was still on school grounds. It shouldn't have been on school grounds, period. If it was his and it
Mm.
was a person, because that was a school event, even though that wasn't the actual school, but the
Yeah, it
school
wasn't
had
out of school.
But that was outside of your private property.
yeah,
Like that
but
was basically concealed carry.
the stadium are used for school events, and 9 times out of 10, that stadium is under some type of district of education. So
Yeah.
you still can't have knives, guns, and shit like
So,
that at in a
so,
stadium.
so I asked, can you have the weapon in your car? It says yes, you can legally have a handgun in your car on a Texas university campus, but it must be completely concealed from view. Under Texas Penal Code 46.02, anyone who can legally possess a firearm may store it in their vehicle in campus parking lots or garages, even if they do not have a license to carry. But
And
it's
you know
strict
what? We're not
concealment.
talking about Texas. Texas do what the fuck they want to do, man. Hey, that's what
No,
I'm
no,
coming.
Missouri. Yeah, Missouri.
Texas,
Shit,
Missouri.
I wish.
You could also it say you could also legally keep a firearm inside your vehicle parked on campus
The
premises,
show me state.
provided the gun is not removed from the vehicle or brandished while on the property. So that motherfucker better be put up or and not seen.
that's what I'm
You
saying.
And
know
But
think
what I'm
about
saying?
how scary and think about
you
how
get what I'm
scary that
saying,
is.
Charles?
And
That's the trick though.
Yeah,
Because if
yeah,
you can have it on
yeah.
but
the campus, but if you can have it in a car on your campus and you getting into some shit, then you go into your car. So what you gotta stay inside your car to shoot
No,
the motherfucker?
you say you can't get it out. In that case, you're gonna
Well,
face
exactly.
legal action. Now you
Well,
could defend yourself. I mean, but you still gonna be dealing with criminal
right,
charges too.
you still got
You
to get
know
the
what I'm saying? It
process.
ain't gonna be that murder. If you defending yourself, you may beat that murder case, but you're gonna be facing other charges. You know what I'm saying?
And
You
the
can be
forensics
facing
and the
other
evidence got
charges.
to line up that way too.
Yeah, it gotta line up. It gotta line up that way,
Because
or
if
you
they can
don't.
punch holes in it, it's a wrap. Like
Yeah,
one thing,
there you
when I
go.
took
I
that
agree
level
with that.
three security class, one thing that teacher said, and man, that sticks in my head. He said, "Well, the difference between you going to jail and you going home is you when they ask you, you didn't have no other alternative but to use deadly force. And if that answer is no, I didn't have no other alternative. Hey, but if they find a way to create an alternative, it's a wrap. It's a done deal. You can go and hang it up.
What
The
type of
greatest
level
lawyer
3
probably get your
training you
man
had?
slaughtered.
What type of level 3 training you had? I mean, what was it? Security guard
Yeah, it was security.
uh, security? Okay, okay.
Yeah. But it kind of went hand in hand with the license to carry because, one of the things they teach you is you are responsible for anything your bullet hits. If you hit your
Yeah.
target, you kill your target, and it doesn't through and through, and it hit the kid next door, you're responsible for that kid.
hmm hmm
So
Well,
that's why I say
that's
I
police. I
highly
mean,
recommend. It's I
I
highly
think
recommend you use
everybody.
hollow tips because hollow tips don't do through and throughs.
Yeah, yeah. I think everybody held to that standard though. Police officers too. You know what I'm saying?
Talk your shit.
Or held to
Talk
every
your shit.
bullet that come out that gun. So
Talk your shit. Now, and then crazy thing is, I have a habit of putting my hands in my pockets. And I just have a habit of doing that shit. Been in front of cops a million times, and they'll tell me 10 times, take your hands on your pockets, take your hands on your pockets, take your hands on your pockets. I mean, it's a habit. Now, it's a bad habit to have when you're dealing with them for reasons and such. But again, not trying to deep dive again, but self-awareness, bro. You gotta be aware of self in every situation. It's especially if we're gonna admit certain things exist. So you can't be doing things that lacks awareness because it can literally be life or death.
do you
Freedom
conceal
or
carry in your
locked up.
pocket? Do you conceal carry when you off duty in your pocket?
Oh no, sir. I don't have a license to conceal carry, so the most is probably in
Okay,
my
good.
backpack. It's in my backpack for sure.
Hold
Like
on.
I've tried my best not.
You said security. You went through training, but you don't have
Oh shit!
concealed carry
Let me
license.
Some
clarify that,
security
brother.
jobs.
Hold on, let me
I, I
clarify that. I took
I
that
know, but
class in
they usually
2015.
request. They usually that security jobs usually want you to have a concealed carry license too.
Well, the
But
better paying
let me
ones.
clarify.
Yeah, you're right.
Let me clarify. Cause I know how weird that sounds. I took that class in 2015. Now I've never sent my paperwork off to go get the actual guard card because I ended up quitting the company I worked for. And I never went back to requalify. So as of now, I'm not officially a level 3 officer, but it doesn't change that I took the class.
I mean,
So
Were
even
you
though
with
Texas,
Allied?
you don't need even though Texas, you don't need a license. It'll behoove you to have a license too, in case you need it. I mean, the courts will look
Mm-hmm.
at that if you had to use it, and
Mm.
they're going to look at that.
Yeah.
Have you been through certain training? You know what I'm saying? So
Higher
even
level
though you
training.
could, there you go, there you go. Because I mean, Missouri,
Yeah.
we open carry, we don't need a license in Missouri. But it's going to behoove
Wow.
you to take the class to conceal carry to get the training. Even though we know the training ain't shit, but still, it look good on paper. You know what I'm saying?
no real shit,
Mm.
real shit, real shit, real shit. I do not want to get on the internet and misrepresent myself. That is for damn sure.
Man, that's the worst thing ever to be on. Like, this is different, but imagine being on the internet making a fool of yourself. That's like my
Yeah,
nightmare. Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
because once this shit is out in the atmosphere, it can get clipped and it can get spent back. Again, awareness, self-awareness.
We all
I
say
mean, we
stupid
all do
things.
it though. We all do it. I mean, I don't think nobody too good to get corrected, but it's the ones
No, facts.
that's going to go
Facts.
down in history and still deny it when the proof is right in their face, and they still want to deny it. You know
Them
what
are
I'm saying? Ain't nothing
idiots.
wrong with being corrected on information.
Nah, you're right. You're right. You are right about that. And I tell people that all the time. I say, look, if I'm wrong, please correct me. I have no problem admitting I'm wrong. Just show me where I'm wrong at.
Yeah.
And once you do that, I look like an idiot trying to argue with
Yep.
you, and you're literally showing me undeniable evidence that I am wrong. That's why I
Yeah, I
say
mean, at the
about this
beginning of the
case.
stream, I said something that was kind of ignorant. So, I mean, it's the thing is to be
Uh,
better about it and not be doing
yeah.
that when you hear something you don't like that you don't agree with, maybe somewhat, to just control yourself and just because I got to be better because, man, you do that in the wrong place at the wrong time, that gets you in some trouble. Not just
Yeah.
trouble, but like someone could do something crazy because people, you know how crazy people are now these days, you know?
Respect, and that's one reason why I like coming on Bearded Panel, because almost everybody I come in contact with on here, even though sometimes we have different talking points, we can get our points out respectively. No one is talking at each other, disrespecting each other, et cetera, and it leads to more powerful conversations. That is it, and part of that is the ability to be corrected if you're wrong. That's it. And that's why I'm saying about this case. I just want undeniable evidence before I start swinging murder accusations at anybody, white, black, Hispanic, whoever.
What's your
Because I
take on
want
the
this.
audio? You still ain't explain that audio that Birdie was talking about. What's your take on the audio with the
I
dispatch
don't
blocked
think that.
out?
Well,
Mhm.
for one, you have a right to privacy. One, for that to even go to the public, if it's a real call, you can sue invasion of privacy, because you
You
got to
can
have a
sue. You
subpoena
hold
for
on,
that.
hold on, hold on. You
You got to
know
have a
about the
subpoena for
you
that.
know what is the code? What is a FOIA? A FOIA, you could request certain you don't need a subpoena. That's a FOIA. That's open records. That's records that you can request. They got it when you heard of FOIA.
Talk to me about it.
Yeah, you request like certain files, like police files. If police pulled you over, pull somebody over about a case. If I go to the court and said I want the 4 year on that, some courts charge you for it, but it's open records. They got to give it to you. If it's body camera footage and all,
But this was a
do
911 call
public
though.
records. Yeah, 911 calls too. That's public records. That's a FOIA. Look it up. You get the 4 year on
No,
that.
no, I'm not saying you're
Now,
wrong. I'm not saying you're
did
wrong.
somebody
I'm
get
not
the
saying you're
4
wrong.
year on this? I'm not 100% sure if they, because I don't think I think that somebody leaked this because sometimes in a high profile case like this, they put a lock on it for a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I don't know if they got a 4 year 100% on this. I have to look it up, but it's very well possible.
Right.
But
A
let's say
call
it is
doesn't make you a
let's
murderer
say that
though.
it is the real footage. Let's say that it is
Okay.
the real audio. What
Okay.
the next thing you'll say is you'll have to find out who did the editing and everything, right? Who did the I'm pretty sure that'll be the next thing, right?
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. I wouldn't have had any. My next statement would have been: a call does not automatically contribute to murder. That's a tough connection there.
Did you hear it though? Did you hear the exact did you hear the exact call?
I've heard it when Benny played it like 5,000 times. That's why I asked him, was there somebody in the background saying, is he dead? Or whatever, referencing to a dead person right there.
Yeah, it was a lot more. I mean, the first part it was like sound like they said, can we cover it up? Can it be covered up or something? But then they said he could have been talking about the hole. Can you cover the
Yeah, because
hole?
it was a
Which
hole in the boat. The boat was sinking, allegedly.
that, but then is you could hear the distress, like they like I mean, it's a lot more to it. I think from my understanding that I think they did something. I think the dude Bart choked him out, and it went too far and killed him. That's when you hear they say, "Damn it, Bart!" Man, they weren't talking about that. And Bart is the one who came with another boat and told them back. So called came with another boat and told them back. Well, he was there with them. Originally, he came there with them on the boat too. So that's why I say the story it ain't adding up. I mean, it's seeming like foul
So
play.
so if it's tough to give a judgment, either way, because nothing is adding up and it's a bunch of inconsistencies, wouldn't it be fair to just wait? So that way you give time for the inconsistencies to get cleared up. Again, it's only been 3 weeks. It ain't like it's been 3 years. It's been 3 weeks.
I agree, but we're talking about a small southern state,
Oh no,
Mississippi.
this ain't small enough. Oh well, yeah, okay.
That
You go ahead, my
well,
brother, my
I'm
bad.
talking about statewide,
Yeah.
Mississippi.
You
This
right.
ain't
You
this ain't
right.
no
You right.
major city. You know what I'm saying? This is
Talk your
small
shit.
city,
Talk your
small
shit.
isolated place. So I
I know
mean,
about Mississippi.
uh,
I want to be caught there in Mississippi.
it could be a lot of covering up going. Like let's say that it wasn't out there in the mainstream media, man. This shit would have been covered up, sent on its way. It would have been ruled accidental and gone about your way. That's it. It would have been over.
Okay.
So we have
But
to.
now that
I
we're
think,
here,
yeah,
but now that we're here, so and this is the biggest case in America right now, or at least here in the
yeah.
South. Let me not say in America. Let's just say the South. For sure, here in the South. So the question still remains: since there's so much inconsistencies, and it's tough to say definitively that yes, you people killed him, and it's tough to say definitively, hey, you didn't kill him. The best option is to wait. Because
I
what
well,
happens if because what happens if because what we're doing, we're trying to paint this a certain way. We're trying to paint this to where this is what we think happened, and if we don't get what we believe, we're gonna automatically scream
Let me
conspiracy.
ask you a question. So if there was black boys, you think the black boys be in jail right now?
man, God, yeah, I think so.
In
I,
Mississippi, if I had to play the numbers, absolutely, because he ain't got the money to afford no lawyer. He ain't got no money for no lawyer. If I'm playing the numbers. Because
yeah,
again, like these type of things, you gotta have money to pay the bail, to pay for the lawyer that could go fight your case. We just talked about
Even listening, they didn't
crazy.
have no bail. They was never arrested.
So I talked to several people lately who are actually
You don't
white,
have
and
enough
they
to
told me
arrest them.
that when they went to Mississippi, they said that it's like going back in time. They said it's so segregated, and they couldn't believe it. Mississippi's like
It
going
Now
back in
Mississippi, it
history.
is like in Mississippi. I'm gonna get to what you just said, B. In Mississippi, the black people are in Jackson,
and
Gulfport,
Canton.
Biloxi, Jackson, Gulfport, Biloxi, and I want to
Canton.
say Hattiesburg,
No, not
but
Hattiesburg. Canton.
but
That's right next to Jackson. Canton,
okay, very
Mississippi.
nice. But these folks for sure, Jackson, Biloxi, Gulfport, and what brother just said. I mean, what Trump just said. Sorry.
I mean,
So
y'all do know that's every state. I mean, you know, black people are subject to the major cities. You know, you go to the outskirts, Missouri. I mean, black people is predominantly in St. Louis. You go to all
facts.
the outskirts, you gonna see less and less of them. Then you go to some where you ain't gonna see none of them. You
Hey,
go
cuz,
and
hey,
walk in a
B.
Walmart, walk into Walmart, certain Walmarts. You by the time you get in the store, you gonna be in heard nigger. You gonna be in heard it one time. By the time you get in the store, from your car to the store.
Hey,
I'm just
B.
saying, like,
I ain't gonna lie, brother. When I come to Chicago, I'm only coming up 59 one time. Either I'm coming or I'm going. I ain't doing it twice. Cause when you
yeah,
start getting into East Texas, over there with
yeah,
Nacogdoches and Livingston and Lufkin and Marshall
yeah.
and all of that, once you veer off of 45,
No, they still got some. It's still some downtowns
oh
that
yeah,
way.
Bottom Texas is
Well,
sundown town for sure.
yeah, it's still
To
some
this day.
downtown.
Beaumont, sundown town. Port Arthur, sundown town. Yes, sir. But not like Vidor, though. Vidor is crazy.
And they'll tell you, man, you better be gone before that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stop and get some food. I'm a truck driver. Stop and get some food. So they gonna tip,
I'm
man.
like, and I'm like, cuz I know you ain't from around here. But
You better be,
I ain't never
you
pulled you
better be
over
gone.
before.
Even
And I
the
got a ticket
police,
in
like,
Nacogdoches before.
Beaumont's pretty redneck.
Now,
like,
but that's why I was saying earlier. I'm not saying that racism doesn't exist because I literally we literally just named sundown towns. So it's just options, bro.
So
Like it's
they all
decisions and
down there in
choices.
Texas. I can name several of them up here in Missouri, Illinois, Arkansas. We know they in Mississippi. We see they segregate. So what are we talking about? It's
Salute,
all around this
salute, salute.
motherfucker.
So let me ask you a
Salute,
question: do you have a
salute.
choice to move out those states?
Do we have a
The
choice to move out the
majority of the
states?
people, don't you have a choice to move out the state?
Well, this ain't just in the United States. It's racism against black people going on in London, England, Russia,
I'm
Ukraine.
not gonna.
I mean, you want me to keep
I'm only
going?
concerned with the United States.
Right. So you said
Only-
move out the country and go
No, no,
and
no, no, no,
where
no,
you
no, no,
gonna
no.
go to? The
I'm
after what
saying,
part of after?
I'm saying in these predominantly white states like Mississippi, Alabama, Southern Louisiana, don't most of the people have an option to leave the state and do something different?
Yeah.
Everybody don't have a choice, so I can't say everybody, but most of the people do. You wouldn't move to Mississippi.
I think
You
you
can
kind
pack
of
up. I'm
missing.
pretty. I don't know you personally, but I'm pretty sure you can pack up right now and move to Mississippi if you want to. But
Hey,
Yeah,
take
but I
I
think
don't
you
mean to
kind of
butt in
missing
y'all
the point.
conversation.
Oh
I
my
don't mean
bad.
to butt in y'all conversation respectfully.
Go ahead.
But
what I'm missing. What I'm
what you
missing.
saying, what you saying is facts. But you know, at the end of the day, like just being real,
What am I
like
missing? You said I'm kind of missing the point. What I'm missing?
nah, I ain't say that. Other dudes said that.
Oh shit, he dropped down.
No, he's still here. No, YN. He just wanted to get in. He just wanted to get in and say something real. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ma.
I said, go
For
ahead,
sure.
brother.
For sure, yeah. But what I was saying is, you speaking facts though, for sure. But you know, at the end of the day, like when we speak on these predominantly white states and cities and all that shit, there, it ain't all bad in the whole part of Mississippi. You feel me? It's
Fair. That's
it's
fair.
it's it's a, it's a lot of black parts in Mississippi. You know, my family come from Mississippi, Liberty, Mississippi, to be
Respect.
exact.
Respect.
You know,
Well,
but
we
I
said like
honestly, I
Gulfport,
do get what you're
Jackson,
saying though. I do get what you're saying though, for sure.
but that's the thing though. Like we're so stuck in this perspective of only telling the story from a we're stuck in the perspective to where we're only telling the story from a victim perspective. It
From when we
limits
getting
the
treated bad,
ability
right,
Story
right.
from a historical
to
point of view,
actually
not
do
a
something about it.
victim perspective. We're telling the story from a historical point of view, not necessarily a victim's perspective. Now, you can take the victim route, but I don't think no one on this panel was taking the victim route to understand that subjectively these things do happen and these things are happening in race. And a lot of these things are heavy prevalent in society, and a lot of these cases that
Mm.
deals with when it comes to the penal system. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying nothing you saying is wrong, bro. Like, yes, we have to follow the law. Yes, we're in a society where we subject ourselves to having to follow the law, right? Because we don't know no other way. You feel me? Do the integration, integration. But again, that doesn't remove the fact, bro, that a lot of this shit be bullshit, bro. You sitting here trying to fight. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, this is the law. This is how it's supposed to go. But you sitting here trying to fight with that shit, knowing that that shit ain't really what's going on and what's happening in the fucking real world. Yes, I have the choice and the decision not to do fucked up shit and to live a
You
better
right.
life. But that still
You
don't
right.
mean not fucking things that are beyond my motherfucking skin color that's not controlling the factors that I choose and the choices that I make in order to get where I need to fucking be. That
But
is
it can't
just
stop you.
it.
But you can't
I'm
let it
not
stop you.
saying that it's stopping you. All I'm
No,
saying is that
I'm saying you're saying the right thing. I'm saying I agree with everything you just said.
it's
But
here.
unfortunately, people allow that to stop them from progress. And that's where the telling the story from a victim perspective comes from. See, I believe that if white folks didn't want us to be successful, you wouldn't see a successful nigga nowhere
I don't believe
at
that.
all.
I don't
Under
believe that.
no circumstances, you wouldn't see it.
Because I
You
don't think
wouldn't
that.
see it.
I don't believe that because I don't think that has anything
So
to
that's
do with.
okay, bet. So that means white people don't have the control you think they got then.
Yes, they do.
See, two things can't be true here. You can't
Yeah,
have it both ways.
I can win a lottery and get some money. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
which is paid out by the government, which
Hey,
is who
what's that
again?
shit? What's that shit they got in the workforce period where they got to hire in so many
DEI,
man,
what is
DEI,
it?
what is it?
Discrimination.
DEI.
DEI. Do, yeah, do
Like
DEI.
they?
we still, and guess what they do? Hire a couple of our asses and they cool. You pass up the construction site, you see 100 whites and you'll see them 2, 3 blacks. You know what I'm saying? And they within the law, within the number, and everything is okay. See, we got some blacks. You see? Come on, now
See,
that's
but
bullshit.
I don't like that though, because now you're just giving people the shit based off of race, not necessarily if they qualify or not. I don't give a shit if you are a white plumber, black plumber, Mexican plumber, nigga. Can you do the fucking job? Simple.
That's you though.
can
That's you. That's
you
the
do the
thing about
job?
black people. That's our mentality. But we got to understand that they had a black guy that was trying to get a job at a hotel, fully qualified, had experience in a hotel, working the desk
Hmm.
or whatever. Based
Hmm.
off of his when they asked for your race, they turned him down. Do you know he changed his name and the race on the application? They called him for an interview because at first they said they filled the position, but then he redid the application and changed up the name, made a white person name, of course, and changed up the race. They called him in for an interview. He came in and he was like he told them the truth when he got there, and they denied like, nah, now you're lying to us. But
And see
just off of
that
that little shit right there, that shit going on, man.
that's what I'm saying though. Like it be kind of like I understand, I know that shit go on around here, but it be kind of hard for me to like really, you know what I'm saying? Because I never
The pinpoint
experienced
it.
that. And I'm in Louisiana, and they swear for God, Louisiana is like the most racist place to be.
Damn, now that you say it, you do sound like you from Louisiana, cuz I ain't
Nah, for sure. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, you heard me? Man, I
respect,
never
respect,
experienced
respect.
racism down here. Never once.
Boy, people gave Lil Wayne hell when he said that.
I never experienced it. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? I know it goes on, but what I be trying to get my black people
Right.
to realize, bro, man, that shit don't go on everywhere. You feel me? Like
See,
not
I
to
mean,
say like not to say it's a good thing because I ain't experienced it. No, I ain't
yeah,
saying that. It's a lot
I
of
got
people
you.
that experienced
I'm
this shit
saying that
for sure.
you won't even see the racism. You won't even be able to see it. You won't even be able to see when you went in there and got that car that you got a higher interest rate. Your credit above 700, but they didn't hit you with a 10% interest. You ain't seeing certain you're not able to see certain shit. You know what I'm saying?
Problem.
Like
Let me, I'm
they
not saying
do it
you're
in
wrong.
other ways that you
I get
won't
that.
see it.
I get that, broski, for sure. I get that,
I'm not
broski,
I'm
for
not
sure,
saying
for
you're
sure.
wrong, Charlie. But let
That's
me
what I'm
ask you
saying.
this
I ain't
question
saying you
though.
wrong at all.
How
Hell
many
nah.
of us
I
are
ain't saying that.
actually financially literate though, to where you really understand the importance of credit?
But
But
Can
what
you
I'm
ever get in
saying
that
no.
is,
position?
So
what I'm saying is, all the jobs that I've been on the past couple years that I've been able to work,
yeah.
man, I'd have had a much better outcome than a lot of white boys. I'm just being real.
That's real. I mean, I can't. That's why I say if you have an experience that y'all too. I mean, and that's what those one of the things. Like out of us as a whole,
Right,
everybody ain't go
right.
experience it. But as a whole, you go talk to 10 people and find out 10 blacks, and let's say probably half of them experienced it. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
for sure.
Or got some
Especially with
out of the
welders.
half,
Especially with
2 of them
welders.
got horrible stories. You know what I'm saying? Like
Charles, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I don't like this notion. You think I've never been a victim of racism? I just don't.
well, explain one. Tell me one situation where you was a victim of racism.
Okay, so I'm me and one of the homies. He lived maybe less than 200 yards from me. For some odd reason, it's like 1:30 in the morning, and we outside kicking it, whatever. I drove around there because I ain't feel like walking. I seen the top hit the corner. Now our street is a one way. He literally came the wrong way, and he turned his car around. I told the homie, I was crazy because he was just about to get out the car and go in the house because he was like, "Man, I'm sleeping. I'm finna go whatever." I'm like that, but I'm like, "Yo, don't leave. Like, don't leave right now because I guarantee you." If you leave right now and I leave, that cop gonna pull me over. I guarantee it. Showing
Hey,
up,
I'm glad you pinned that. I'm glad you pinned that message, Beard.
showing up. I leave. I
I'm
spin
glad
that
you
bitch.
pinned
He
that.
spent that bitch in record timing. I couldn't even make 2 full blocks before he lit my ass up. White cop get out the car. They go through their whole shit. License, registration. Do you got any weapons in the car? You know the whole spiel. So, long story short, they end up letting me go. I had some bullshit traffic warrants. They're like, man, we ain't even looking for that shit. Just go get that shit cleared up. Let me go. Now, do I believe that's racism? Yes. Because if you really wasn't worried about it, the moment you lit them plates up, you read my plates and lit them lights up. I mean, if you read them plates, you would never turn your lights on. You would
You
have
would
kept
have
on
let me go
going.
about my business.
You would have let me go on about my business. But
Okay,
I
and
don't
for
let
you,
that stop me though. I don't
yeah,
let
and
that
for you,
stop me from going where I want to go in life.
right, and for you, man, to say you like this message. Listen, so he says Mississippi has the highest percentage of black people in the U.S. Yes, at 38%. Yeah, so that means it has the highest percentage of black people living there. That doesn't mean that they're the fucking whole percentage like they stated. You have black
How
people
much?
sprinkling
What was the percentage again, B? What was the
still
percentage?
number 38% of black people live in Mississippi.
So that means mathematically there's 62% of people that are non-black. So again, majority of non-black
Right.
people
So, yeah, so
live
I'll
in
just
Mississippi.
make sure that, but what we're trying to say is because he said that, I just want John to say, yeah, there are black. They didn't say it wasn't black people in Mississippi, but they were saying that.
Dude, we named
Nigga ain't
cities.
saying that.
We literally named cities. We said
We ain't
Jackson.
saying
We
that.
said Jackson, Gulfport, Biloxi. Then you named another city. I was like,
Yeah,
bro,
we
these
said,
4
I just
cities
did.
are
Hey,
black
this what I'm
people.
saying, Beard. This what I'm saying, Beard.
No. I'm responding to the comment because he said,
I'm not
For
even
sure,
from
for sure.
Mississippi and I know
Yeah, yeah.
that.
Get your shit out, Beard.
yeah,
Talk your
because he
shit,
said
B.
Mississippi has the highest black percentage in the USA. He said you don't have a clue what you're talking about. So again, I was just letting it be known that we did say there were black people in Mississippi, but only at 38%. But that doesn't mean that they're the ruling number of people in Mississippi. So again, when these guys stated the certain counties or certain cities where black people are, we still fucking outnumber the Mississippi. So they do have a clue. You know what I'm saying? My panel
Hey,
do have a clue.
respect. Hey, respect, John. Look, you probably came in on the wrong end of the conversation, but you probably didn't get the full context. Let's not say the wrong end. You didn't get the full context of the conversation. We all sat here and named cities where predominantly black people are. So it's crazy to say that. Man, anyway,
Yeah.
what the fuck is we talking about, yo? Like,
y'all ass talking about them white boys killed Nolan Wells. Period. Now let me stop.
Man, you know they
I'm
did
with
that.
I'm with
You
that
know
because
they
I
did
want to
that.
know
you
what
You know
y'all
they
crazy.
did that. You know they did
how
that.
would y'all feel about y'all. I mean, I don't know if y'all got
You
any
know they
kids
did
or
that.
whatever, but if y'all got a son, would y'all let y'all son, you know what I'm saying, hang around all white, go to you
No, I'm
know,
not.
and that's
Okay.
like
You want my honest? You
I
want
got
my
to.
honest answer? Oh, no, I'm gonna
I
let you go, bro.
already
Go
know
ahead. Go
you.
ahead. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead. Go
don't
ahead.
even know you, but I can guess what your
I
answer
give
is.
an honest answer also.
Now I'm gonna
I
let you
give an
go first.
honest
It's your
answer.
question. You was about to say
Yeah,
something
I'm
because
not
last
letting my
time you was
son.
going somewhere,
I'm gonna
you
keep it
missed.
1,000.
I
I'm not
keep
letting
You
my
I
ain't
keep it
letting
a
son.
no
hundo, and
blacks
this
neither.
coming from one way man. Y'all want to hear what one way man got to say about that?
Talk
Come
your
on, here
shit.
you.
No, I would not allow my son to do that. No,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just
Now,
being real. No,
are you saying while he's under 18, or are you just saying in general?
just period, just period.
I got you. I'm talking about Tron.
I'm gonna say under 18. Well, you ain't got no say so once he adult over
That's fair.
18. I mean,
Now,
he's doing what he.
I will say this. I will always give you enough information to make an informed decision at all times on anything that I have information on. Now,
What you
I
do
would
with that information?
prefer, I would prefer you to vet your friends, white, black, Hispanic, whoever, because white people ain't the only race that's capable of shit.
Yeah,
Anybody is capable of
I
shit.
go with you on that.
Anybody is capable of shit. So if you vet your friends
That's a
good
fact.
enough, and please, while you vetting your friends, I'm vetting your friends, and most
Hey, Q.
importantly, I'm
Hey, oh, my bad, my
say
bad. I
what?
was going to say something in the comment. I'm in the
Like,
comments. I should be down there. I see
I'm
G. I want to
like
respond to G, but
while you vetting your friends, I'm vetting your friends. Most importantly, I'm vetting their parents. I need to know how that your friends are raised. And
yeah,
if your friends are raised by a
Like,
particular set of parents, don't care the race. If they're raised by a particular set of parents with crazy ideologies and views, can't be friends with them. We cutting that out right now.
Mm.
Right now. It ain't about being better than people. I would never raise my kids up, because I got 4 daughters. Got an announcement later, but I ain't gonna ruin the surprise. But yeah. Um yes, I vet they friends. Like I got to know how your friends are, who their parents are, et cetera, et cetera. And once we do this, if your friends are raised by particular parents that have their kids doing crazy shit that I don't agree with, that doesn't align with productivity and success, my kids cannot be friends with you. At least until they're 18. Now, once they're 18, hey baby. And Nolan Wells was 18.
Miss Jen said that make y'all racist.
Well, no, I made sure to say any race is capable.
Does
And I
that make
said
you racist or does that make you prejudiced?
I say prejudice because
I
racist in
say
my eyes.
prejudice, but that's
Okay,
why I
all
made
right.
sure
So
to.
everybody on
But
one accord. That's why I mentioned that.
very
You feel
nice. I like the way you did that. But
me?
but that's why. But seriously though, that's why I said any race is capable. I'm vetting all your friends. Don't care if they black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Middle Eastern. Don't care.
Because at
And I'm
the end of the
vetting the
day, like being
parents.
prejudiced, you might have your son hanging around a nigga that's a black boy, and you might be
Talk
like,
your
oh
shit.
no, hell nah, that's prejudice. You feel me?
And anybody that be like, man, Mexicans can't drive. They need to go back.
I ain't letting my kids
Mhm.
hang with none of y'all. Fuck, let alone some white
You
boys.
feel me?
I would do that. I keep my little motherfucker to the ground. I'm getting dead ass shit,
Hell
nigga.
nah,
You
that nigga tote guns. You ain't hanging around him.
look,
Fuck wrong
look,
with you?
look,
Yeah. Do you
you
see
play,
his daddy? Little CJ just came out the trap. Oh
You
no.
feel me?
We got to
nine
cut this right now.
eating, none of that. And if you play sports, look, you can't play with these other little kids, so ain't no sense of going outside. If you read all day, it damn sure ain't
Hey,
no sense of going outside
hey,
getting
check
into
this
shit.
out. Check this out though, B. Check this out. I know, remember when we was following the Julio Fulio case and that sweat equity shit came out? You know, they grilled Sean Gathering Bible on the stand because she was trying to portray her son of being just this upright citizen. He was raised by both parents, et cetera, et cetera. You know, the whole shebang, et cetera, et
Yeah,
cetera.
he
Man,
down on the
that DA,
he running
that
down on the
DA,
cop.
man, that DA told her ass up when he said, you know all this about your son, but you didn't know he was friends with this guy who got a criminal rap sheet longer than his transcript,
But
which
you
he
know what though?
does.
A lot of parents don't know that though. Cause
But
you
that's
you
why you gotta know. You gotta vet who your kids hang out with.
you say that, but that's easier said than done. You're not gonna know all of you're just not. That's impossible, I believe.
You gotta build that relationship with your kids. Like our
No,
problem is,
you're not gonna know every person that your child knows. That's impossible. And you're not gonna know everything that that person does that your child knows. You're
but the
that's
kids that they hang around predominantly, yes, you will. The kids who houses they go over, yes,
maybe
you
the
will.
around predominantly if they're in your house or if they're in your household or some shit like that. Maybe you can kind of get get a gist of it, but you still don't
Uh-huh.
know, man. You know people change at the drop of a fucking dime.
But that's why it's about giving your children the most informative information you can to where they can make the most information you can to where they can make an informative decision. We don't give them enough information because we don't have the information ourselves sometimes. That's why you got to educate yourself.
Hmm.
I'm just
And
saying, I'm speaking in generals. I'm speaking in generalities. So don't think I'm talking about anyone personally.
I'm gonna let you
But
slide. I'm gonna let you slide. I'm gonna let you
yeah,
slide on that.
I
John
mean,
says,
nigga, you a legend. Fuck you, man.
John,
10 times me.
I'm looking slide. John says, I live in Mississippi. He says, my black and white brother, it upsets me when someone makes racial comments on either side. I
As
don't
long
know,
as,
man.
I'll take it.
Mm.
Look, I'll take that if you don't like it on either side. As long as you're being fair with it, I'm with it.
Okay, so I don't like it on either side, but I know where one side, where it comes from one side, then where it comes from on another side. You feel what I'm saying? Because the prejudice and the bullshit that was built upon the principles and the narrative that was based or that's put out on us, those motherfucking narratives initially weren't even true. Now, whether we're living up to that shit now today, and I still don't think we are, but in some cases you can say, yeah, because with the shit, but it's not like that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? They trying to say we are educated. Black women own the most master's degrees out of any race in the motherfucking world. The most
Master
master's.
degrees in what?
It don't matter. It's a fucking degree.
It does, man.
It
Because
does,
they
but it
also
don't
get
mean
these
what
degrees and go work in fields that don't have nothing to do with your degree.
I mean, but shit, who don't do that? I know motherfuckers who got degrees in all type of shit and they don't work in their field of study.
That's not majority of the people,
A
though.
lot of people work in tech and IT, and they have degrees in history and
That's what I'm saying. I
sociology.
know a lot of people that do, you know what I'm saying, outside shit with, you know what I'm saying? So, what was the point of that?
In many
If
ways,
they the
college is
most,
a fucking scam. They
I
just
got
want to get you
I
into
got a
debt.
bachelor's of science in fucking history, and I don't even do shit in history. I'm a fucking
nigga, you
chef.
get on here and talk about history. What are you
And then
saying?
What I do
constantly
for a
paying.
living, I'm a chef for a living. I'm a chef. You know what I'm saying?
Meredith,
That's what I
how come
do
they
for a
Respect,
have
living.
to get in?
respect.
How come Americans have to get into so much debt to go to college? It's fucking crazy. A lot of
Well,
countries don't
no,
do that.
well, that's not. I mean, it could be, but I just been blessed because like my oldest daughter, she in my living room now. She got a 4 year. I mean, a 4 year. She got a full ride scholarship. You know what I'm saying, to go to school. You feel me? Like
Oh
she
yeah, if
go to
you got
school.
a full
Raised
ride,
her
you can
right,
go. Yeah,
but
if you
So
got a
I
full
got
ride, by all means.
there's probably
my
some other
15 year
people
old
here
daughter,
that know
my
what I'm
15 year
talking
old daughter
about
got a
who
full
still
ride
have student
scholarship.
loans.
You know what I'm saying? And they on academics. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying?
Respect. That's why I say
My,
you a legend, bro. I'm trying to follow your blueprint. What you saying?
I just beat their ass and keep them to their. I mean, y'all hold on. Let me take that back.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm calling out
That will not
child
go over
services
right in
right now.
2026.
I ain't
It's
talking to
crazy
y'all.
because I know
White
exactly what
guys
you
on the
mean.
phone with Child Protective Services and snitch.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I ain't talking to y'all. Look at those. They grown now. You can't
Cuz
even
crack me up, bro.
they all grown. You see it. That ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. But no, man.
But
But you know
nah,
what?
But gentlemen,
seriously though.
oh sorry.
But you as an individual gotta
No, go
want
ahead,
that.
George.
You as an individual gotta want that. I can do
That is true.
as a parent. I can push, promote, try to beat that shit into their brains or into their bodies or however you do what you do. It's still up to them to take that shit on and to, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
embody that shit and be like, okay, well, you know what? Let me try to do this and do that. Now, I'm not saying that they're not going to experience certain shit because my daughter, she didn't experience the racism. You feel me? She she has experienced racism, but she thought she would never do it. And I'm like, well, shit, you white anyway, right? Well, that's just the inside joke because that's how she acts. She act like a little white girl. You know what I'm saying? But then when she come to me talking about, oh man, they this, that, and the third, I'm like, man, I told you, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be a little bit more
Nah, your girl know how to play the game. That's the thing. She know how to play the game.
about all
She
that.
know how to play the game. Because come on,
Uh,
bro. How many times can you go somewhere in a corporate office saying, man,
It's
hold
damn
up,
near like the
fool, like
definition
y'all
of being
niggas tripping.
naive.
No, I'm saying like
Not saying
she
that in a
don't.
bad way. Everybody have been naive before, though. You
Well, of
know.
right.
course, in one way, oh shit, in one way or another, absolutely.
Yeah,
But
hey,
Because
you said,
nobody going hunting with no white
my
folks.
bad,
That's
y'all.
easy. No, you good, man. Hey, doors, ain't nobody going hunting with you, man. That's the easiest way for a motherfucker come up missing, man.
bullshit. I'm like,
Dude,
hey, just know
I've
that's gonna be
been
the
I've
rare
been
time,
I've
man.
been
That bitch
I've
over.
been hunting and like I was in the middle of nowhere and I run into another hunter and like you're looking at each other's guns, you're shooting the shit, and I'm thinking to myself, I turn my back on him, I walk away, and I'm thinking to myself, this guy could shoot me in the back, and no one would ever know.
Right, saying you out there with white folks. See, that's what I'm saying. See how they
That's
think
being
about each other.
naive. That's being
See how they
naive.
think about each other. That's what I'm saying. They think that shit about each other.
That's being naive
Well,
because in your mind you're not thinking that shit could happen to you because you never
Okay.
experienced it before. That's
Okay.
being
So we
naive.
had a gun range.
I walked by this one dude camoed up in a motherfucker. I didn't even see him until I was right next to him. I was like, I almost jumped up. I'm like, holy shit, he's got a rifle. I mean, it's a crazy thing if you're thinking about it. You're in the woods with so many people with guns, they could smoke you and no one would ever catch them.
Man, I know you had kids, Hurricane.
I respect.
I can't wait to have
Shit.
my first child, man.
How old you is, brother? If you don't mind me asking.
27, brother. I was just finna try to switch the topic, you hear me? But I know y'all brothers having a good conversation, and I like the conversation. But I had a topic that I wanted to bring to y'all also too.
Let's get it, then. Let's get it.
It be with
Let's get it.
Hey, I appreciate that, Beard. For sure.
Before you get that, don't mind. Before you get that last thing on the Nolan well, them white boys killed him. All right, go ahead, man.
They did that. They did that for sure. They did that for sure. Hell nah.
My boy said we changing the
100%.
topic,
They
and
did that shit.
my dog shot a shot from half court. Cause
they did that shit. They did that.
What you got though, boy?
Nah, but look though, I wanted to ask y'all brothers, you feel me? Not to get in y'all business, but cause I just had a conversation with one of my partners. Like I say, I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You could do your research down here. Like,
heard me.
It's ignorant.
Yeah.
You heard me?
Talk about the BR, cuz. Talk about it.
But nah, look though.
When I go to Florida, I'll be driving through BR, but go ahead.
Not to get in y'all mean business, you hear me? But how old y'all is? Like I said, I'm 27.
33.
33, for sure. For sure. 40. For sure. Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this.
My panel security 28. He don't say shit. He 28.
How hard was it for y'all to just, you feel me? Like, you know, each year that you get older, you go evolve. You feel me? Either if it's in a positive way or a negative way. So
physically
lately,
and
right now, I've been going through some shit. What you say, bro?
Physically and mentally, for sure.
Physically and mentally. So I've been going through some shit with some old friends. And basically the reason I want to bring this topic up is because my old friends think that I'm the same person that I was 2 years ago. The reckless and, you know, but I see life for what it is. Like I say, you go evolve each and every year. You make it around the sun. So what age it hit y'all to come to y'all senses to be like, man, the shit I'm doing, nah, I can't do that shit no longer. That ain't me no more.
That's a profound question.
19.
Hurricane say I just turned 38.
Okay.
When I started having kids.
Yeah, that was my second kid at 19.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting somebody to say. For sure.
Honestly, because when I started having kids, because you know what I'm saying, and then even within that, I was still a little reckless, you feel me? So it took a minute to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you still gonna be reckless for sure. Yeah, you ain't gonna change overnight like that.
Right. So I'm still the same way, kind of, sort of. I just see it's a bigger purpose for the people, you know what I'm saying? And not only just my people, but people in general, but my people first, meaning my melanated community. My melanated community, I have to. I mean, you know, of course, I'm going to say people as a whole, but you know what I'm saying? That's not my major concern. My major concern is my people in general. So
it's
when you realize,
yeah,
right. So when you realize and you contributing to the delinquency and some of the environmental adaptations and the bullshit and the foolery and the fuckery that's going on amongst your community and amongst your people, and you help spewing a certain narrative of a culture that, you know what I'm saying, they claim that your people embody, but we really don't even do half of the shit they say we doing. I was like, you know what? Yeah, it's time to stop. And then, you know, you having kids and like, do you want your kids to to do this, to do that, and do that. And that's why I say, when all these people call these little motherfuckers YN, these are y'all kids that y'all calling these YN. You the
These are
motherfuckers that work.
kids, my nigga.
Yeah,
These are
Exactly.
the people that's gonna have to take care of
These are
us when we get
kids,
older.
bro. These are fucking kids, bro.
you the ones that want whooping their ass or telling them that they couldn't do this or letting them be out all night and woo out the bam, and now you crying and you sad and you on TV talking about your son didn't do this, that, and the third. Have you seen this videos? Have you
Because
seen
that would take a level of accountability.
Yeah.
Like you said everything that I agree with, bro. 100%. And that's why I start with family. That's why I'm tough on. I talk about relationships as my skill point. Like that's what I get real deep into this shit.
You gotta
Because
make sure
we
your
gotta
household situated before
right.
anything.
Because
Before
one thing
anything.
about me, when you clean your yard, you don't sweep from the street to the porch. You sweep from the porch to the street. You gotta get your house together first before we can worry about the outside. That's
Boy, you
why
just
I try
said
to
some
take the
shit.
focus.
You just
That's
said some
why I try
shit.
to, but that's why I try to take the focus off of white people and put it on us. So we fix our house first. And then we go to the outside because we can't take care of outside if we don't have us together.
Mm.
We got to take us from being in the position of being a joke. Let's be honest, the image of the black culture, period, is a joke. If we're being completely objective here, I mean, and not
Mm-hmm.
biased, it's a joke. So we gotta fix that. Like you just said, you literally just said it, B. How these kids are YNs, etc. But who's raising them? Who's procreative? Why
We
are you
I
procreating?
say not to cut you off, but notice how we have a name for young black males at a certain age. We call them YNs. We don't got a name for young white
No,
males.
that shit just started. That shit just started. But they
But it
It
YWs.
just
exists
started.
though.
It just started, but
But
you
it
get what I'm saying though,
exists,
huh,
and it
Beard?
is a trend. It's
You
a
get what I'm
trend though,
saying though,
B.
huh? We ain't got a name for them when they
Oh,
young.
they YW shit. We call them little YWs, little hillbilly. Yeah, we do. We got names for them little white motherfuckers too. Yes, we do. Let's stop putting on
We
a scale like it is.
we gotta
Yeah, because
we gotta reshape who and what it is we idolize.
Mm.
Because again, if we're gonna say if the stats show that we only make up, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna boost the stat. If we make up 20% of the population, even though I inflated that stat, is lower than that. But I'll say 20%. If we're 20% of the population, it makes it worse when we kill our own.
Mm.
Because think about it. If you got a source that's scarce, because 15% is a scarce source, correct?
Mm-hmm. That's
Scarcity.
a fact. That's a fact.
If it's cannibalizing itself, that makes it more scarce. That makes it even more of a rare source.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So again, we gotta clean up the house.
well,
So
actually, we make up
15,
13.5. Listen, we actually make up 13.5% of the total United States
exactly,
population.
exactly. That's why I was nice and said 20. I
Mm-hmm.
purposely inflated the stat, but the point still remains. It's still a scarce source until that number says 51, because the majority is 51. Until that number says 51, we are a scarce source. So it makes it worse when we cannibalize.
Hey, you want me to go and get to
Oh,
the point though? You want me to go and get to the
that is
point?
that's all
I'm
I
gonna just
had.
I'm gonna just go and be real. The way this shit going right now, and I'm speaking on we as a whole. I ain't speaking on just we as if me, you, and Bearded on the panel. I ain't speaking on just us because I know I'll
Respect.
mind it. But when I speak on we, man, we'll never get it together. It's just gonna only get worse.
But that's why conversations like this gotta exist. And that's
That's a
one of the
fact.
good things about the podcasting era. That's one of the good things about people having access to microphones and having a voice.
That's a
But
fact.
now you got to channel the people who's actually trying to move the people in a productive way. Goddamn, I'm about to say a productivity way, in a productive way. And right now, pushing that YN, thug hood nigga gang culture. If we admit that it's only death and jail in that, why do we push that?
Right.
Why?
Right.
You literally say it. It's death in jail.
That's it. Either one of the
Why
two.
are we pushing rap music? If
They
the
put
people at the
because
tippy top,
because we don't understand nothing and we was never given nothing. So now when they give you a chance to get some money, you think you can get up out of some shit, you're gonna go ahead and
Mm.
grab that money and get up out of the shit. And they gonna keep telling you, yeah, do this, do that, make that type of music, do this, do that to keep you in a cycle. And then guess what? When you stop doing that and you start making conscious music and you start doing other things, guess what? Now they get other vices to get you. And now they have other
Mm.
methods and ways to control you. So it's always going to be a perpetual cycle because we are integrated. Until we go back to segregation and separating ourselves and becoming our own entities and having our own hospitals, having our own schools, having our own financial and economical system of
Bingo.
development.
Bingo.
Never going to
You just said it. Bingo. What you
but
just
that's
said,
why we
Beard?
gotta be
What you
mentally
just said,
strong,
Beard?
though, bro. You gotta
We
be
got
mentally
hey,
strong.
Bearded. What we got to go back to?
Oh man, we got to go back to segregation, man. We got to go
On
back
my
to
mama. On my mama. On my
and you
mama.
got and you got to
Sad to
understand
say.
all skin folk ain't kinfolk neither.
Sad to say, but that's what we got to go back to.
Oh.
Sad to say.
Well, and now and also, accountability it seems to be a big word or a mysterious word. But even with inside of that, if we do have our own, you still have to take a fucking accountability. You're still gonna have to be judge,
Very
jury, and
nice.
you know what I'm saying. So
You
let's not
talking your
forget
shit?
that you still gotta have your laws and your policies and things in order because guess what?
Yep.
Just because we're separate, don't mean you can run a fucking rapid. It don't mean you can go around here killing and still doing the same things you're doing. Now, are you going to be able once you to separate? Are you going to be able to make those type of decisions? Are you going to be able to hold a system of government in play, whereas we don't have to rely on the white man to where our people don't have to feel as though that they're dependent
Superior.
upon a certain, what I'm saying, individual for anything. You know what I'm saying? We should be able to supply these things for ourselves and for our own community. We should be able to police ourselves. We should be able to in our own laws of construction of government and education. But will they allow you to do that is the thing.
Mm.
You're
I
right.
agree. I
But
agree.
that's not gonna happen as long as you got the TV on, you got your phone on, and you're continuously buying what's been sold to you. Just because
Mark
something
of the
is getting
beast.
sold to
Mark
you,
of the beast.
just just because something is getting sold to you, that doesn't mean you have to buy it. And that's exactly why I asked you, if I sold you crack, would you buy it? And you said no, because you don't smoke it. Exactly. So you're you gotta be able to develop the mental, and we gotta get beyond certain things. So
Mm.
that way we can get to that point you talking about. And we gotta do that with family, because you wanna know how the white people get us, how the Chinese people get us, because they go on with their husband, their wives, and their children. We're just coming with the black man, the black woman, and maybe the children.
Mm.
But that black man, black woman is coming separate. Easy to divide and conquer when you're separate. There's strength in numbers. These all and all them other corny cliches that go with it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
But they
saying. But see,
figured that part out.
listen, but that's where the separation comes in place because there has to be a reprogramming. You're not going to be able to do that in a system
Agreed.
living and coexisting with them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, 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 but Beard, how we all gonna get on one accord though? If everybody ain't got the same mentality that we all got.
People gotta stop being scared of the backlash. See, and that's the thing. We care. Oh man, I'm not trying to make this about men and women, but women have ran the black culture for the last 60 years. That's why everything is built on
Women
perception.
only women only think about two things, and that's a fact, especially black women. And I
And
don't
it's
want to hurt
all
my
built
black
on
women. I
perception.
don't want to hurt my black women, but let me say this:
Ooh,
black women only think about two things: they self
what?
and they kid. They self and they
That's the
kid,
conversation
and
right
that's
there.
facts.
But
Which ain't nothing
and
wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But you know, that's
it
facts
just
though.
don't. It just it just don't lead to much prosperous stuff. Not saying that it ain't possible. Yeah, you got your exceptions. You could point to 100 exceptions, but you could point to 100 million that wasn't the exception.
Mm.
You can point to a billion that wasn't the exception. I'm exaggerating that when I say that, but you get the point.
Nah, for sure. Yeah, you know we get it.
But
You know we get it for
but
sure.
that's the point though. Like when we gotta change what we idolize and glorify to where we're telling black boys, hey, go be lawyers, go be judges. So that way you can represent us if we get caught in the shit out there.
Well, shit,
We
the
can
ones
have
that
a black.
shit, they so caught up in the fucking. Oh man, that should be bad. That should be crazy. But Doris, you know you're a white guy on the panel or Iranian guy on the panel mix. Let's hear your opinion.
About what? I'm just listening and educating.
Oh, I'm just saying, what about white women, man? What do you think about white women? Are white women? What do white
I
women think
think
about?
all women only think about themselves when they get now. I think that's a toxicity of the USA and the West. The feminism movement and all that stuff. It's anti-man, anti-family.
They've been incentivized to.
Okay,
You get
Doris,
paid to do it.
okay, Doris. All right, Doris, you rocking with the panel? Okay, I see you.
Only job in America where you could quit and still get benefits. Wicked.
I'm loving
But
this conversation. I'm loving this.
this man say being a woman is the only job in the world. You
No,
quit
no, no,
still.
no. Well, yeah, I say it's the only job in the world where you can quit and still get benefits.
That's a fact.
Wicked.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
But that was created the separation.
Niggas can't get no motherfucking Section 8.
See, but man
You
made
can,
those.
you can. It's just gonna be extremely hard. You're not gonna be
It's gonna be
prioritized.
extremely hard.
But
You
women
feel
didn't
me?
make those laws.
Niggas can't
Y'all.
get the same but we ain't gonna
But
turn this into
women.
women though. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna turn it into women.
But
You feel
listen,
me?
but women
Look,
didn't make those laws though. Women didn't make these laws. Men made these laws for women.
That's a fact. That's a fact, Beard. That's a
So
fact.
who are we blaming? So why are we blaming the woman?
because
It
you
ain't
bought
blaming a
what was
woman. It ain't
sold.
blaming a woman. It ain't well,
Because
I'ma
you
say I
bought
ain't
what was
blaming a
sold
woman.
to
I'ma
you.
say I ain't blaming a woman. I'ma
I'm
say I
not
ain't blaming a
blaming.
woman.
I'm not blaming the hustler because that's his job to hustle. I'm blaming the customer, the person that bought the hustle who didn't even get sustained. You got sustained temporarily, but not long term. They made it. They did you
Nah, we
worse than
gotta,
what
we
we
gotta,
quote
we
unquote
gotta, we
did.
gotta blame the people as a whole. We gotta blame the people as a whole because can't nothing get passed unless motherfuckers sit inside. You feel me? Sit in front of that motherfucking courthouse or that council meeting and everybody just come together. That's why I said earlier, 10 minutes ago, it'll never happen because niggas ain't got the mentality to do that. A lot of motherfuckers stuck in their ways right now. Like,
And
let's just be
I ask people,
real. Let's just be
I ask
real.
people not talking shit. I ask people all the time. I say, listen, if are you getting what you say you need and you want out of life?
Hmm.
Are you where you want to be in life? And if the answer is yes, then disregard what I'm saying. Fuck what I'm saying. Oh, what I'm saying right out the fucking
And I'm
window.
an honest person. Me,
But
I ain't where I want to be in life. I ain't,
but
I
if
ain't, I
you're
ain't there.
not where you want to be,
I
you
ain't
gotta
there.
self-assess. Okay, why am I in this position? And this is part of parenting. Like, why am I in this position? How can I get out of this position? What can I do to make sure I never come back in this position?
Mm,
And if we as a culture is not where we want to be, okay, well, we gotta identify what the fuck went wrong. And
exactly.
it went wrong when we bought what was sold. Again, I'm not mad at a hustler for hustling. That's your job. I'm mad at the idiot that was a fucking customer.
Mm,
Simple. So okay, if we identify that we was the customer, we bought it, cool, boom. Now we got to establish from this point on, June 28th, 2026, we're no longer buying the shit. And if the black vote is so powerful, like I say it is, then come earn this motherfucker. I'm not giving this bitch away just because y'all say I should. Just because
fact.
you say this candidate is racist, just because you say this candidate did that. No, no, no. Come get this motherfucker and sell me why I should give you this vote that you said was powerful. If I give away something powerful on a whim, then that means it ain't powerful at all. It's powerless. It don't have shit. And that's a fact. So what we gonna do here?
Okay, I see my young brothers. I see my young brothers. Hey man, I say we do what Hurricane say, man. Let's start this motherfucking revolution, man, and start cracking some motherfucking heads and informing and educating the people, man. You feel me? That's
Now,
what I
facts.
say.
And hey, there are a lot of white people that truly advocate for black people the right way, that are true allies. But we gotta do better with vetting. Man, look, we starting to act like the little people. You know what I mean? Cause to where you don't have any representation, or you have very little representation, to where you believe anybody and everybody is down with you and they're not. We got to do better with vetting who we elect as our spokesperson. Why the fuck is Cardi B speaking for us? Who the
Well,
fuck is
she's
Cardi B?
Cardi B ain't speaking for us. That's
During
just who
Joe,
the
during Joe Biden's election, she definitely spoke for the minority people, black people included.
want me to tell you why? Because that's what they think. That's what they think of you.
Exactly. Nah, I
That's
agree. That's
that's
exactly.
what they are. They think every and then she's an Hispanic white woman, and I'm not to separate it, but then she's an Hispanic
She not even
dark.
black.
My point
This she a
exactly.
rich woman. She speak for black people. She's not broke. She is rich.
She drugged and stole from men. She's what the fuck?
She admitted that. She literally admitted
Did
that.
you put someone as that as a role?
She admitted to rape. Damn, my bad. She admitted to that
Mm,
word.
mm.
Literally admitted it to that.
But then
But
everyone
hey,
gives her a pass because she's like, "Well, I did what I needed to do to get ahead." Like, oh, that's like, fuck you. It's like what? It's like
but this is a person that our women idolize, though. What did Kamala Harris do during her election? She brought Megan Thee Stallion out there, shake some ass, entertain us, get up out of here.
That's what they think
You
about you.
you
Yeah.
represent California. She represent California. Okay, where were you during the wildfires? Where were you? Remember when the wildfires was a thing? We didn't see you at all, babe. That's your state. That's your people out there. Whoops. Yeah, cause but hey, we gotta. That's how we. That's why I feel you,
Black
bro. When you say we'll never get them.
ain't black neither, man. Stop it.
You say who?
Kamala, she ain't well, look, like I say,
But
y'all
she's
scared of folk.
right. You're right, and but that particular predominantly that particular side always act like they advocate for us when they really work to our detriment.
And people be killing me.
That's
I
why I
learned that
say we gotta.
listen, and I learned that all skinfolk ain't kinfolk from a white man. An old white historian teacher that I had, history teacher that I had. He would do
What's
say
the
all
fastest?
he used to
What's the
always
fastest
say,
way to kill something?
mm-hmm. You gotta get
What's the
close
fastest
to
way to
him.
kill something? From within.
You say, what's the fastest way to kill something?
Yeah, from something powerful. Something about to be direct. What's the fastest way to kill something powerful?
Shit, become just as powerful.
From within.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Have somebody on the inside. It
That's,
is.
that's usually how emperors and shit fall.
Yeah, they
On the
got
inside.
somebody on the inside.
Emperor Trump.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. There's been a lot of conversation though. Respect to the brothers that came up here for sure.
Oh yeah, man. I love these type of discussions, man. When y'all be wrong and then y'all just come up here with y'all opinions and shit, man. I be loving it.
Okay.
I be loving it, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you come. Oh my God,
Oh,
I
I
be
know
loving
it.
it.
I'm a very polarizing figure. I know it.
Yeah, you absolutely polarizing, little bro. I be loving it when you come. I be like,
I
this
wear that shit like a badge of honor, bro. I swear to God.
you done stirred up. You done made people hit the paddle. Like,
It is what it ain't, bro. Look. But the thing is about mine though, I'm very respectful about it. Like, I ain't, hey, bro, this is what I believe. Eat a dick. I'm like, bro, I'm willing to have a conversation. Like, if you could, I believe that every moment is a teachable moment, and if I could educate someone and someone can educate me, I'm with it.
Hmm.
I'm with it, bro. Like that's why I despise when people say, "Oh, you arrogant." No, I'm not. That's your opinion of me, but then you're entitled to that. But I disagree.
Okay.
Like I'm not arrogant. Arrogant is saying, "Nigga, I'm right," and you can't stop it.
That's true. That's true. And Doris, you also Doris, you was man, you know,
I fuck with
one,
Doris, dog. That's my dog.
yeah, Doris, yeah, man, Doris, man.
I can't believe I'm saying that about a Celtics fans for sure, and I'm a Lakers fan, bro. That's
I'm,
crazy.
I'm, I'm waiting on this half Iranian, half whatever ass to cam up because
Hey, bro. Hey, Doris, Doris, you still here?
he said I'm not white. I mean, cammed up.
Damn, I was about to ask him a question right quick.
No, he's still in the bill. Doors.
Yeah, he here, but he might got it muted or he ain't by the phone.
Yeah.
Cause
That's because
I
he.
sure need to know his thoughts on LeBron going to the 76ers. Ooh, shit got nasty out there.
Uh, I fuck
New York
LeBron.
might not be repeating. I ain't
Fuck
bullshit.
LeBron and the 76ers. They not gonna. The Sixers not gonna win the championship, man.
Nah, I'm right there with you. Shit, that shit ain't gonna last 40 games.
Well, yeah, this is gonna be a super struggle, bro. They not gonna win no championship, bro. Now, don't get me
Everything
wrong.
predicated on Embiid being healthy.
Yeah, right. But LeBron too, shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not as worried about Braun because Braun typically keep himself in shape. It's Embiid because ain't I played more games in the NBA than Joel Embiid.
In order to win that championship, yeah, it's gonna have to be some, and they gonna need a bench too, man, because but you know they getting some pieces though. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get some pieces, but they gonna need a decent bench, man. Like right off top, nah, I don't think that. Now, can they? Yes, they have the potential to, but off top, I don't think this gonna happen.
Yeah,
Well,
give me until by like late January, February, I'll be able to see what it's hitting for.
good. That's it. That's if they in playoff contention.
You stupid. Hey, well, yo, we active tomorrow, cuz we active.
All right, yeah. You see Raw tonight?
Absolutely, man.
Yes,
I'm
bro.
gonna have to blow y'all mind tomorrow. Pause.
Yeah, but first of all, I just got one thing to say, bro. Bro, this puss ass nigga, the ring apron, bro. The ring apron did not. That's
Look,
fucking
cuz
cloth, bro. That's fucking cloth, bro. They gotta stop this shit, bro. Come on now,
all
you
I'm gonna
can.
say,
They
all I'm gonna
gotta.
say is Danhausen has officially jumped the shark with me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just say too much of it in the span of 2 weeks. No,
Uh,
it got to get off my television heat right now, bro.
man, human money's on the pole.
Yeah, miss me with that bullshit. But nah, I'm gonna jump down, bro. I'm gonna fuck with you tomorrow though.
Hey,
We
man,
in the
hold on before you go, man. Give us some words of encouragement, man. We've been on this bitch damn near 3 hours. Tell us something good before you get up out of here.
shit. I mean, really, bro. Like we gotta just keep having these conversations, and most importantly, we gotta stop having these conversations in private and have it out loud. This is the only way it can get fixed. And accountability has to work in every form, both male, female. It doesn't matter, and it has to be taught to our children because this is how we continue the cycle of accountability. Like that's really it. Like we just gotta continue trying to get better. That's it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you for hitting the panel tonight, my boy.
For sure, always love, brother. For sure that.
Hey, man, make sure y'all out. Also, before you go, make sure you put the link to the channel in the chat, man. Make sure y'all try being the bar, man. 5 o'clock Central Time, man. Two Hills STS, where we talk all things WWE. Me, my boy, J Dub. Make sure y'all check us out, man.
Yes, sir. Love.
Love, bro. Doris, are you still there? Two Wheels, you there?
Yeah, I was just grabbing some food.
Well, yeah. Well, we're gonna get up out of here. Doors close us out, man, with a few words of encouragement, man. Hello.
I'm just grateful to be alive, and it's never too late to change.
Say that one more time. I ain't quite hear you, my boy.
Oh, I said it's never too late to change or make your life better.
Hey, man.
An old dog can learn new tricks.
That's facts, man. It ain't never too late to change your life. And like you say, old dogs can learn new tricks. Panel security, you there? You woke? You sleep? What's going on with my panel security? Two Wheels. Now watch this. As soon as I get to closing out and I get to saying shit, that's when he gonna pop on. But anyway, man, listen. I want to give a big shout out to Doors, Nike fam, One Way Mom for hitting the panel, Tribe of Judah for hitting the panel. My panel security, Two Wheels. I hope I ain't missed nobody. Man, big ups to my chat, man. Big ups to all my kings and goddesses that's moderators in the chat, man. Appreciate everything y'all do. Miss Jen, Hurricane. Big ups to Big Frank, man, that was in the building. Man, and the rest of y'all, man. Y'all know what it is for me, man. I'm gonna leave y'all like how I came to you. Let's keep everybody in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. Once again, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. And one last time, family, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. And don't forget to master these 5 key components of life. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. And one last time before we get up out of here all the way, that's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. And don't forget the most important part about all the components, the glue that hold everything together, man, that's that support. So don't forget to E40 that thing, man, and sprinkle a little support on top, because a little support go a long, 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 long way, y'all. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. Those that fuck with us, fuck with us. Those that don't fuck with us anyway, go support those who support me, because I support them. Until further notice, man, y'all know what it is. Bearded Conversation, Manly Manday, man. I fuck with everybody. Big ups to everybody, man. Peace, abundance, and love, man. Hey, and y'all know what it is, man. Same brown time, same brown channel. Y'all come brown now, you hear? Hey, and for the best part of the day, man, all superheroes don't wear capes, but they still need their theme music. So to all my superheroes, all my Beardonians, and all my beautiful people, we out, y'all. Peace.
Guys, 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 yeah, guys. My name is Cito. Guys, guys, you already know that, dog. Guys, this the hottest show you gon' find around. If young niggas ain't known, you need to ask around. This is bearded conversation. It's all love and no hate. Around here we good, but we aim to be great. Dip back in the bay, enjoy your Scooby snacks. Around here we just talk about this and all that. We talking real life, every day and every night. And if you need to clear the air, you can bring your wife. We got church on Sunday, that's on the west side. We got virtual reality, in case you're scared of outside. See, we got what you need, and that's a guarantee. The best thing about it is absolutely free. Bearded conversations, all love ain't no haters. Enjoy Scooby snacks while we get back to the business. Don't matter if you black or white, who you think is wrong or who is right. These are just opinions, some inside from a different walk of life. Yeah, see, my name is Cito. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, buy this man a coffee. Don't forget to lead over follow. Don't forget to love those that love you. And don't ever forget that you ain't never been richer than you are right now.
Man, thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
Hit that like button for me, y'all. If y'all ain't subbed up to the channel yet, man, make sure y'all sub up to the channel, man. Great discussion, great time we've had. Appreciate everybody, man. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow for Toxic Tuesday. Man, we out of here. Y'all know what it is, man. When we come together, man, we always meet on the level. Once we're in each other's presence, man, we always be humble and plumb. And when we leave each other's presence, man, we always part on the square. Some more to be, some more to be, some more to be. So may it be, family. Peace. Yeah, I'm sure, Miss Jen. All right, y'all, man. Till tomorrow, man. Peace, y'all.